YouTube false community guideline strike, please. Let me know, how's your day going? What are your plans for this weekend? I'm just logging into the stream on my laptop to make sure that everything is functioning correctly and how it's supposed to. On Fridays, I normally do my manicure. However, I did do a manicure yesterday, so we are not going to go in with a manicure stream this Friday. But I didn't live stream it, but I did record like a full nutritional YouTube video. So if y'all want to see that, just go check out my nutritional YouTube video that I have. You go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and watch my nails playlist video. But how are you doing today? Feel free to let me know if you want to start a conversation. If you have any questions for me, any comments, any concerns, feel free to type it. But welcome back to the channel. If you are a returning supporter, if you are a new viewer here, consider liking the video, subscribing, and joining the Uniquely Mia community. I show you what my life is like. I have fashion videos, travel videos, eat with me, technology videos, and a lot more. So how are you guys doing today? I would love to know. It was Friday, so it was a school day for me, but Fridays are definitely one of my more slower school days, I like to describe it as. So I just had a meeting. I was working on like a capstone project throughout the semester, so we're finished with that. So I just had to like present the findings to like the city council that my team and I were working on. So we did that. I think it went good. We gave them a recommendation. So they're going to complete like an evaluation and they're going to send that to the professor. So let's see what they say when that evaluation is sent to the professor. But hey, how are you doing? Upul, glad you could be here. What am I doing? I am sitting down chatting with you guys on the live stream. How are you doing today? I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I'm a dual degree graduate student studying public administration and criminal justice, and y'all are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. Let me know, how was your day today? Do you have any plans for this weekend? What country are you tuning in from? Would love to know. Normally I do my manicures on Fridays, but yesterday, if you are a returning supporter, normally I like to use this Sally Hansen Advanced Hard as Nails, but it makes my nails very dry, so that causes me to change my nail polish sooner rather than later, right? So that's why I had to do my manicure yesterday. And this is what we're working with. Not my favorite design. It's a little out there, to be honest, but hey, I guess creative freedom, it is what it is with the manicure for this coming week. Pool said it's like 9 o'clock for us in Ireland. Okay, so like 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. That's not too bad. It's 5:01 p.m. where I'm at, but welcome from Ireland. What's it like in Ireland today? And welcome everybody to the live stream. How are you guys doing today? Hey Glenn, glad you could be here. Welcome everybody. Shout out to all the returning supporters. Shout out to all the new people. If you don't know who I am, I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, and I show you what my life is like. A dual degree graduate student studying public administration and criminal justice. I live stream every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and every Saturday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Outside of those times, I post full-length traditional YouTube videos, YouTube shorts, and a lot more. So make sure to like the video, consider subscribing, let me know, how's your day going, what are your weekend plans, and if you have a question for me, want to get my opinion on something, feel free to ask. Okay, what are we saying? Hey Glenn, glad you could be here. I'm glad you're doing good, Pool. What are we saying? Raul said, you look like the ideal model black kid on university brochure. Oh, like the diversity. I know what you mean, like the diversity model that they in universities, especially if it's like a PWI, they always go and find them. Those people aren't paid. I'm not doing free advertisement for a school. A school has a lot of money. It's really unfortunate that they don't pay students when they take those pictures of them. What are we saying? But happy Friday to you as well, Glenn. How are you doing? You're beautiful as well. Camilo, thank you so much for your kind words. Thank you so much for subscribing, Pool. Welcome, welcome to the community. Take a deep dive into my channel. I do hope you enjoy the content that you see. Thank you so much. Glad you like my eyes. What's my favorite animal? I would have to say a horse. Definitely a horse, because when I was younger, my mom sent me to summer camp and they had horseback riding, and that was really fun. Dogs, I'm scared of dogs. Cats, cat eyes look too human to me, so cat eyes, they freak me out when I see them. Dogs bite, I don't like that. Rats, I know some people have rats and mice as their animal. You do you, but I don't want no rat, I don't want no mice. Snakes, once again, the same thing with the snake. I don't like snakes. Snakes is scary to me. They even have bones, right? Lizards, I don't like bugs. It's too close to a bug. So a horse is definitely my favorite animal. What's your favorite animal? Hey, how are you doing? Himself, glad you could be here. Good evening, good evening. I feel you have energy. Yes, we all have energy as human beings. That could be positive energy, that could be negative energy, that could be neutral energy, but we all have one. Hey Allison, how are you doing today? Hey Muhammad, what did you say? Is that Assalamu alaikum? What is it? Assalamu alaikum. Alaikum salam. I don't know. I'm not Islamic, but if you are from that religion, that community of individuals, you are still more than welcome on the channel for your positivity and uniqueness. Are you saying $100 to quit streaming today? If you're gonna donate $100 super chat for me to quit live streaming for today, feel free to purchase a super chat. But like, if you're saying $100 to quit streaming indefinitely, that's not happening. But the $100 would make me stop streaming for today for sure. So if y'all want me to stop streaming, just donate the $100 super chat. All income made off of social media goes in its own separate account. And one day when I pay off my student loan debt, you'll be right there with me paying a portion. Where am I from? I'm from the United States. Where are you from, Zen? What are we saying? Verma said, which university am I in? For safety reasons, I do not disclose the name of the university in which I attend. Perhaps when I graduate, perhaps I'll tell y'all, perhaps I won't, because my school's still not going to be paying me to promote their school to you guys. So, yeah. Thank you so much for your kind words. Rayo, really appreciate it. Okay, people saying I'm intelligent. Thanks. You love my glasses. Thank you so much. Okay. Just a disclaimer, I know you are trying to compliment German, but I don't like the phrase I love you people. You don't have to include that. Why are you trying to distinguish why did you add in the you people? That is unnecessary. So yeah, let's remember all opinion, people, and ideas are welcome. However, racial slurs and forms of discrimination, whether that's implicit or not, let's refrain from typing that. So I'm just making you aware of that. In the future, feel free to compliment, but your wording is very important. So make sure your wording and the grammar and the way you say stuff is on point, right? Thank you so much for the love, Camilla. Really appreciate it. God bless you as well. Thanks. Okay. 111 is saying, hi sis, how are you? I'm doing good. I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. Y'all can refer to me as such. Allison said they have a cat. Okay, nice. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, if you have a cat, you are still more than welcome to subscribe to the channel and be part of the Uniquely Mia community. Yeah, but personally for me, I'm not doing that. What are we saying? Hey, how are you doing? Yes, glad you could be here. Okay. Hey, cats and Pokemon, how are you doing today? Wow, nice. You got off work at 4 p.m. Okay, awesome, awesome. So you got off of work an hour ago. So what are you doing now? Did you go home? Or are you out somewhere fun? Grocery shopping? I know in some streams on Friday you went to the grocery store. Other streams you went to the library. What are your weekend plans looking like if you're willing to share? I did go to Walmart this week. I know I said last week I wasn't going back to Walmart. But last week I forgot to get this. I'm going home soon. Thanksgiving break is approaching, and if you're a returning supporter, you know, like when I go home, I predominantly wash all the dishes. And if you're a returning supporter, you also know that I'm on a nail growth journey. So anytime I go home, that is where my nails predominantly break, and it's because I think one of the factors is because I wash dishes a lot, so my hands are always exposed to water and harsh chemicals. So I've seen people on social media saying if you're growing out your nails and you still have to like clean up or wash dishes, you need gloves, right? So I got this. So it was like $1 when my mom bought it. I didn't buy it. She bought it. But yeah, thank you so much, Love Positive, for donating $1.99 super chat. I really do appreciate you. Sending you hearts. Your donation has helped me get one step closer to paying off my student loan debt. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. So yeah, I got 3 of these. I go to my grandmother's house a lot when I'm home, so I'm gonna bring a pair of gloves to my grandmother's house because I wash dishes over there too. When I go home, I'm gonna have a pair in the kitchen, and I'm gonna leave one in my room because obviously they're probably going to rip. They do sell them in New York, right? But I would have to go outside, go to the dollar store, and sometimes I don't always want to do that. And sometimes my mom is iffy with allowing me to go outside by myself for some reason, so I just got them here. And it's so funny. It's like when I'm home and I'm like, I want to go to the store. She doesn't want me to go outside by myself. Do realize I live in a completely different state by myself, right? It's just really funny. Hey Steven, how are you doing today? Thank you so much for the donation of the super chat, sending you hearts. Steven purchased a 10-pound super chat. Your proceeds, your donation is helping me get one step closer to paying off my student loan debt. So shout out to Steven, shout out to Love Positive, sending each and every one of y'all hearts. Thank you so much for the donation. So let me go back up and read some of your comments. I don't like when I skip you guys. Hey 94. So let me know, guys. Have you ever used this? If you have nails, want to protect your hands, have you ever used this, and do you think it helps? My hands are pretty big because this is size medium and this is small, but then again it's cut small because I remember when I was younger, not even that younger, like a few years ago, my mom, she took me to Las Vegas for spring break, right? Or was it my birthday? We won 2 times, right? It was one of the two. And I remember I went to their Forever 21 store, and when I'm a size medium generally with pants, right? So I tried on the medium, and when I tell you that medium did not fit, I was literally so upset. I was like, what do you mean I gained? And if you gain weight, wrong with that, right? But at that point in time, I was like, what do you mean the medium doesn't fit me? That doesn't make any sense. I was so upset. But my mom told me that the clothes was cut small. It's cut for, I don't want to say different type of people, but there's like petite individuals, so the clothes was cut for those individuals. So medium there didn't fit me. It's probably the same thing with these gloves because I know I don't have big hands, right? So what do you mean this medium doesn't fit me? Like the medium fit me, but it's tight. So maybe these are petite medium. Hey Sunny, how are you doing today? My name's Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. You can refer to me as such. How was my trip? My trip where? To South America. It was really awesome. You can go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and watch my South America Ghana playlist adventure videos. Allison said my favorite is Cat because I own one and his name is Clyde. Okay, cool. Yeah, you can ask me a question. Prazar. Hey Pearson. Um, Hey, good vibes. How are you doing, ma'am? Do you need website for your business expansion? I don't have a business. Well, I do have a business. Social media is a business, you can say, right? But I don't have like, ew, there's a whole bunch of stuff in those gloves. I don't have like a business where I'm selling you guys items. Hey, Cam, how are you doing? Thank you. Glad you love my top. Yeah, my mom sent this to me. I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago. But I had a meeting today. Like I'm a graduate student studying public administration, right, and criminal justice. So I finished my criminal justice capstone classes last semester, right? So this semester I had to finish my criminal justice. So like not criminal justice, my public administration I had to finish this semester. So all through the year, well, in August, right? So starting in August from like November, I was working on like a project with myself. I had 2 other classmates, and we were working with like the mayor's office of, I can't tell you the city, right? But we were working with the mayor's office, and we essentially had to recommend alternatives to solid waste collection. So like we had to identify some companies for them, identify, hey, how are you going to expand these services to new residents of like your area and the unincorporated areas. So we have to do all that, like make a big project out of it, and we had to present it today to the client. So that's what we did today, and I needed to be mind you, I'm wearing sweatpants, but they didn't see my pants, right? So I'm wearing pink sweatpants and I'm wearing like a semi business professional shirt on top. So we did that, and then I didn't want to put on my hoodie, my sweatshirt today because this shirt is pretty comfy. But thank you, Cam. I know that was a long answer for you saying that you like my shirt, but my mom got it from Belk, so I do remember that, and Belk is affordable. So if you want to check that out, you can do that. Hey, Big Jones, how are you doing? But how are you doing today, Cam? It's been a while since you've been on stream, I feel like. But shout out to all the returning supporters. Thank you so much, Benyam, for purchasing a gift, sending you hearts. Really appreciate you. Hey, Mitch, how you doing? Hope school's been going well. Love the mic. Thank you. Yeah, school's been going. It's been going good. Yeah, we're almost done. So thank you. Glad you like the mic. Hey, Tyler. Steven said, sorry, I haven't been on in a while. I have been busy with work. I'm going on a cruise. Awesome. Nice. To the Netherlands. Amazing. So, it's mad busy in your house. LOL. Hope you are okay and having the best life. I mean, I want to say I'm having the best life. I mean, I guess I'm having, yeah, I'm living, right? Be thankful that we're still living and we're still going strong. Wouldn't say it's the best life, right? But it's pretty good. Better than others, right? So do like it, and blessed and fortunate for sure. But thank you so much for sharing that, Stephen, and thank you again for the donation of the super chat. And no need to apologize when you're never on stream. When you're not on stream, obviously you guys are missed when you're MIA, but I just know you're out in the real world doing awesome and amazing things, and enjoy your cruise to the Netherlands, Stephen. Update us after the adventure, right? And have an awesome time. I've never been to the Netherlands, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I've been to the Netherlands before, so it's gonna be awesome. And it's understandable why your house is so busy. It's like the days leading up to vacation. At least in my household, my mom wants us to clean everything. Like our room has to be clean, the kitchen has to be clean. I'm not saying just surface clean. She wants a deep level clean, and then it seems like literally like days before she goes on vacation, my mom has to go to a store and buy some stuff because she forgot everything she needed. Like, what do you mean we have that already? So it's understandable, Stephen, as to why you're really busy before your adventure. Hey, Kumar, how are you doing? Hey, 85. Thank you, God. You like my forehead. Thank you again for the purchase of the gift. Love Positive said, how did the project go? Are you finished with it? Yeah, the project, my teammates and I, we think it went pretty well. Because, okay, so it was a meeting, right? And our professor was there, and the two clients were there. So, I mean, while we were working on the project, my teammates and I, we already came to the assumption that the clients, they already knew what new company they wanted to partnership based on previous conversations. And we already, like, I was able to read off my script and, like, present and tell them the information. So we got all our information across, and when they asked us questions, we were able to answer it. The only thing is, like when you're on a job interview, when you don't have questions, but you need to make up questions to make yourself look good. Don't lie to me and tell me you guys don't know what that is, because I'm sure we all did it, right? When the clients asked us questions, I guess they were clients, right? But when they asked us questions, it felt like those type of questions. They had no questions, but they wanted to ask us, right? So I say that to say, we think it went good, but it just seems like our research is going to go to waste. But at the end of the day, I care, but I don't. What I care about is the client giving us a good review, because the review that they give us is like 60% of my grade. So I see no reason as to why they shouldn't give us like A's on everything, right? So we won't know until our professor actually puts that grade into our grade book. And we are finished with that aspect, but we do have a paper that we have to submit, but I already wrote the paper, so I just have to review the paper. So I'm done with that class technically, but I still have to submit the paper for the professor to grade it. We have one more class next week, but I already finished all the assignments. I'm done. So I have 2 more classes that I have to work on. Just not to say work on it, because just like final exams, working on study guides. 1 more class has a quiz, but that's not until the first week of December. So yeah. Hey, Big Jones, how are you doing? Glad you're doing well. I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking. Hey, Real, how are you doing? Kat said, nice, you're at Trader Joe's. Okay, enjoy it. Any interesting things at Trader Joe's, Kat? Hey from Germany, Yasmin. Hey ABC, Mia, you're so right. Thanksgiving is almost here. Semester is almost over. Yes. Well, it seems like you want the semester to end really quickly, big ABC. So yeah, Thanksgiving break is really fast approaching. Like I'm happy for the semester to end, right? I'm glad. It's just like I guess, yeah, I'm glad for it to end. Yeah. It's just there's a lot of other stuff that I have to worry about now that gives me anxiety and a lot of stress, right? But it's okay. So yeah, semester's ending. We'll soon be out of here, which is always good. Wanted to be out of here for a while now, but yeah, it's gonna be good. Thoughts for the future. Thoughts for the future as continue to be healthy, continue to be strong. Multiply my income. So yeah, that's my thoughts for the future. Continue to post content on social media to open a world and supporters who are positive and want to be part of a unique community where you're welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. So yeah, these gloves are so. It's like I don't know. I can see somebody wearing this like with an outfit. Imagine I wear like a red outfit and then I wear these gloves as a fashion statement. I could see that honestly happening. But I feel like it would protect my nails for sure because this is pretty thick. What are we saying? Hey W, hey Eric, glad you could be here. Thank you. Glad you like my nails. Yeah, this nail design is a little out there, I feel like, but it is interesting. I feel like I may change it sooner rather than later this week. I don't know because I'm not really feeling this design. Sometimes when I don't like the design, I can leave it on for the whole week, but I don't know. I'm not getting the like, I love it and not even that I like it. It's just the colors. These are none of my favorite colors are in here, right? Wasted $5 on a nail polish. Do not get Insta Dry. It's literally nothing special. I will say it dries in like 5 minutes, which is nice, but like at the end of the day, it's not worth it. So I'm glad I got it and I tried it because if I never got it, if I never bought it, it would have always been in the back of my head to like buy the polish to try it, right? But it's not all that. Stevens, you're always welcome at Christmas. Okay, at Christmas when I don't, I would like you to have it for Christmas. Not, oh, you want me to save all the money that you're donating, Steven, and like spend it on Christmas, not for my student loans? That's so nice of you. So it's like you're giving me a Christmas gift. It's the way us British, we always apologize for the next. I might not have internet. No need to apologize at all. All right, Steven, I appreciate you for being on the channel, for your uniqueness, not for your donation to the super chat. Like I appreciate your donation for the super chat, but if one day you stop donating to Uniquely Mia channel, I will still appreciate you for being here. So I do appreciate that you always try to go above and beyond and donate to the Uniquely Mia community, but never feel pressured like you have to do it or anything like that, right? But I can definitely like try to remember how much you've donated for sure and like I guess figure it out how much and do a total on Christmas on how much money you have donated, and I guess I could see something and purchase it with that if that's what you're saying. Because when you guys donate and you tell me how to spend it, 9 times out of 10 I do try to stay true to that for sure. So you said it's not for student loans, it's for Christmas. All right, really appreciate you. But yeah, no, now when you're on a cruise, enjoy the cruise. That's one thing. Like when I travel certain places and I don't have internet, right? I'm bummed out because I can't live stream for y'all, but at the same time, that's when you're really able to be like in the moment and remember everything, right? Because it's like my mom, like she's like really likes her phone, so like sometimes we'll be outside in the real world and she'll be on her phone, but like if we go on a cruise or like if we go somewhere like South America, she has no choice but to talk to people and look around on what you're doing with your nephew, right? They love their phones, but when you go on a cruise with them or like you go to South America, there's no internet, so they have like that socialization, talking to people and looking around and enjoying your surroundings. You're able to do that, right? Hey, no one, how are you doing? Love Positive said, I saw my mom's sisters last night. My mom doesn't have a sister. You saying you saw my mom and my sister last night? Okay, yeah, I saw that live stream as well. Hopefully you enjoyed it. My skin is flawless. Thank you. I think it's the lighting doing me justice. But I don't have bumps. I'm fortunate. I did have one here. I scraped it off, and I guess there's a little mark, but it's okay. So yeah. Lovely gloves. Thank you, Eric. They're cleaning gloves. So I have to pack this in my carry-on. I bought a travel bag, a personal item travel bag. So when I go to the airport, I really want to test and see if it can fit as a personal item underneath my seat. Because if it doesn't fit as a personal item underneath the seat, I wasted my money because I bought it to be a personal item, right? So I'll be sure to make a video to show it to y'all to see if it fits. And like, if you want to become somebody who only travels with your carry-on and personal item, that could be a recommendation for y'all. But stay tuned until I go to the airport and I drop that YouTube shorts to show y'all. What are we saying? Love Positive said, "Are you feeling sad that this semester is coming to a close?" I'm not really feeling sad that this semester is coming to a close. It's just like there's a lot of other stuff that I've been doing that I haven't told y'all about on camera, and that is just more scary to me now, right? And I'm getting news back that I don't like the news that I'm hearing back, right? So it's just to say, okay, I'm closing one chapter, which I worked really hard for, right? And it was supposed to supplement certain things, but like the news that I'm hearing back is not really supplementing. So it's like in the future saying, okay, let me graduate. I'm so happy that I'm graduating. But then January, February comes. I could hear news that I really don't like, and it's like, okay, I didn't waste my time, but it's like I have to start all over again, and I could have done that without the degrees, right? So I don't feel sad that the semester is ending. I feel like just because I'm an overachiever, you can say, and just what I've been applying to, right? Yeah, it's just that. And like, you guys won't really know because I'm not going to talk about what I'm applying to, but I'm not sad that the semester's over. I'm always happy that the semester is going to end because it always gives me a lot of anxiety, and I have worked hard for my degrees, right? So I'm happy to be graduating with them, but America Society 2026, it's competitive for everything, and it's always been competitive, but like, when you read the news articles that's happening and you see everything, it's just extremely a lot more competitive for a lot of stuff, right? So, yeah. Hey Eric, hey Stephs, how are you doing? Hey Chris, glad you could be here. Hey Rage Freak, how are you doing? Knock knock. Okay. Hey Tyler, we're in America. I'm in North America in America. I don't know what coast I'm on. I'm not good with the coast. I'm really not. I'm not a geography person, right? So I'm geography person when like I get an airline ticket, I know where I'm going geography wise. But like if you ask me what coast I'm on in the United States, I really don't know. I look educated. I would hope I am for sure. Thank you. Steven said, sorry. What I mean is I will donate. Oh, okay. So you're saying you'll donate on Christmas. Okay. So I can get a Christmas present from you. Okay. I see what you mean there. All the other donations, I can do what I wish would. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. And I appreciate the forethought, Steven. I really appreciate that. Hey, how are you doing, Squirrel Kelly? Thank you so much for purchasing a floating heart, sending you hearts. Kat said, Trader Joe's is so cheap. Yeah, I love Trader Joe's. Anytime I go in there, that's a grocery store where I'm like, I'll pick up whatever I want. And like my mom, she just looks at me. I'm like, these are my snacks. You know how you go grocery shopping and you get the food to cook? These are my junk food snacks. So I'll literally go home and I will not get any junk food from the corner store. I won't get a junk food from the local supermarket. I'll wait till I go downtown or Manhattan to go to Trader Joe's and I'm getting everything that I want. But Trader Joe's also has good produce, like fruits. Like anytime I go to Trader Joe's, I always grab a grapefruit, and I hate grapefruits, but I tried it. I feel like grapefruits in America aren't bitter, because I'm like, and it's so funny. Anytime I go to Trader Joe's, I'll get a grapefruit, and my mom, she's like, "What are you doing with that?" I'm like, "We gonna eat this. You need to eat this, right?" So they have good produce at Trader Joe's, fruits wise. Kat said they bought 2 weeks worth of food for one person. That's pretty good. 42. That's pretty good. I went to Walmart and I've bought food and it's been more than that for one person, right? I don't know why there's none closer to low income areas. Yeah, what is there? You said they're only in rich areas. That is true. It's because I don't want to say it's a type of demographic, but I feel like I don't even know how to say that. I don't know. Well, the predominantly where did Trader Joe's start? Didn't Trader Joe's start in like some, I don't know, like San Francisco, California or something like that? So I don't know if that's a minority state, a low income state. To my knowledge, that's not a low income state, right? But it's just, I guess it's the type of people they want to attract, right? So Trader Joe's goes towards the type of people they want to attract. It's something that my professor said one time. I forgot which one. I have too much professors saying too much stuff to me, right? But I remember one professor said, if you are looking to buy a new home, like he was speaking to us, he was like, I don't know why he said this now, but he was like, if you're looking to invest in like real estate in an area, or if you're looking to buy a home in a neighborhood and you want to buy that home and you know the value of the property is going to go up, he said buy the home in an area where they have Starbucks and Chick-fil-A, because he said Starbucks and Chick-fil-A, they're only going to open in areas that have like a certain demographic of people who have a certain level of income, which is normally middle class to high income. And so, yeah, that's what he said, right? So I guess Trader Joe's is the same thing. Trader Joe's is only going to open in areas that have a um, certain level of like people who have a certain income level, right? So yeah, I don't know why, but yeah. Hey Lights, how you doing? Hi, I'm kind of in a tough situation. Your girlfriend got no buns, but I don't know what that is. But I gotta stay with her because she's becoming a doctor. When you say buns, what do you mean by that? I don't know. Hey Evan, how you doing? Hey LT. They have Trader Joe's in Europe. I did not know that. Hey Jalen, I'm doing good. Hey Ellen, how you doing? You're so fun, LT said. Thank you so much for your kind words. Kat said, I bought 2 bags of fruits for $42, including produce. That's pretty good. And pre-cooked meals for tonight, and some ingredients for meals and yummy snacks. Very nice, very nice. Hey, how are you doing, Bot? Glad you could be here. Jay, thank you so much, Jalen, for purchasing a floating heart, sending you hearts. Really appreciate you. Hey, you're a beautiful person as well. Thank you, Jalen, for purchasing a flower, sending you hearts. Really appreciate you. Hey, V, you're pretty as well. Hey, Bali. Hello. Okay, good night. You're so beautiful. I love you very much. Texas USA. Thank you so much for your kind words. You're beautiful as well. Thank you so much for the love. What's it like in Texas today? I've never been to Texas, but I've seen videos. You guys have like that, what is it? The hot fried chicken. I feel like that's wrong, but I know I've seen that before. And you guys have brisket. I have no idea what meat brisket is, but I could never eat brisket because it doesn't look like chicken. It doesn't look like turkey. But I've seen people go to Texas and they've ordered like a plat. Like the plate will be this big. It's not even a plate. It's a whole tray they'll get. And they'll have like the brisket. They'll have like some type of steak. They'll have the ham. Then they'll have the mac and cheese. And they'll have like the corn and the green beans. It's like a lot of food. But yeah. Hey, how are you doing? Spider, glad you could be here. It's spelled with a Y. Hey, how are you doing? What's your name? I want to say Yana or Yuana. Knock, knock. Are you telling a joke? But welcome, everybody. I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. How's your day going? I know Katz was on. I know Cam is on. I know Evan's on. Spider's on. What's your name? Love Support is on, I believe. Bot is on. LT. We got Steven. We got Jalen. We got Evan. Let me know. And everyone on the stream, what are you guys planning on eating for dinner? Would love to know. Would love to know. And what'd you do today? I don't think a lot of y'all told me. I know some people said they went to work. They got off work early. Some people had school today. Some people had a busy day because they're going on vacation soon, which is nice. Okay, so knock, knock, who's there? It's a joke, okay. Kat said, tonight I'll be eating Cajun chicken fettuccine. That sounds good. I've never had that, but it sounds good. Cajun chicken. Oh, fettuccine Alfredo. Let's Google an image of that. My computer's open so I can Google what y'all are eating. That looks pretty good. It looks good. So yeah, it looks like creamy and it looks seasoned. You know, sometimes you'll get pasta and it doesn't have flavor. You can tell it doesn't look like it have flavor. That looked like it have flavor for sure. You remind me of historical person Rosa Parks. Why? Am I the only black person you've ever seen? Why do I remind you of her? It got very quiet right there. What are we saying? Okay. Kat said, I like your top, Mia. It's cute and preppy. Thank you so much. So we have contenders who like the shirt today. Yeah, my mom sent it a few years ago. I've never actually worn it. My mom sometimes she'll send me a lot of stuff and I don't wear it. So I guess I did wear it. It's missing like It's it's missing a button. Like, I need a button here, and it didn't come with a button, because I would be able to tell. I don't like that it's just the collar is just flimsy. That could be weird for y'all, but anytime shirts come with a button that goes all the way up, I'll button it. My mom's like, why are you doing that? I'm like, because it looks better. It came with the button. It needs it. Like, doesn't this look better, guys? It just looks so much better to me if it had a button, but like, unfortunately, there's no button. What's happening in Taiwan? I don't know. What's happening in Taiwan? What's okay? Hey Z, hey Zah, glad you could be here, Zahir. How are you doing today? You're new here. Well, you are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. The algorithm knew that you want to be part of a community, so recommend you to the channel. I'm Mia, also known as Mia, dual degree grad student studying public administration and criminal justice, and I show you what my life is like. That intro is gonna have to change soon. What am I gonna say? I guess I'll say my degrees after the intro from now on. Not from now on, but like when it changes, right? Until I go into a new program. But yeah, I have fashion videos, travel videos, education videos, technology videos. Did I say fashion? And a lot more manicure videos. I essentially show you guys what my life is like. So if you have a question for me, if you want to start a conversation, feel free to ask, and definitely consider taking a deep dive into my channel. And I hope you enjoy the content you see. What are we saying? Just making conversation. My bad. No, I have black friends. Okay, that's good for you to have black friends. I mean, why'd you say my bad? What was your previous comment? Oh, because you said I look like Rosa Parks? Well, I mean, you didn't explain yourself. So how are you automatically assuming that you did something wrong? I mean, I asked you why you said you think I look like her. So that was your chance to explain why you said that, right? So no need to apologize. I mean, but yeah. But okay. Where am I from? I'm from the United States out here. Where are you from? Kat said people kept asking me if I'm cold today because I'm wearing socks and sandals. But I'm actually kind of hot. What's the weather like where you're at? People don't understand that body temperature can be very different. I take pills that make me hot. Really? I did not know they had pills that makes you hot. Wow, did not know that. But yeah, I do see that for sure, that your body temperature can vary because, okay, using the state in which I attend school is a very bad example, but like, I'll explain why I say it's a bad example, but I'll also explain what they do here. So like sometimes it'll be like 40 degrees outside, and when it's 40 degrees outside at my school, it's pretty cold, right? It's like if it's 40 degrees in New York, it's cold, but like you got the skyscrapers, it's gonna block the breeze, so it's not gonna be that cold. But they don't have a lot of skyscrapers where I attend school. So if it's 40 degrees and it's windy, the wind is coming at you, right? And why will I go outside and they have people in sweaters and shorts? I'm not even lying. Or they'll have somebody wearing a sweatsuit. And I'd be looking at that person, I'm like, I know you cold. Guys, one time it snowed at my school. It was literally snowing. Salt was all on the ground. Ice was on the ground. Why was I the only person out there with big, heavy winter jacket? Everyone else was in sweaters, right? So I say that to say, like, some people, they don't get cold at my school, right? But others, 9 times out of 10, I feel like majority, they do get cold, but my school's not really, the state is not really known for being super duper cold, so they don't have proper winter jackets. So I guess when you don't have proper winter jackets, your body just naturally gets used to the cold weather, right? Because it's funny, anytime my mom and I were to go outside when it's freezing cold around my school, she's like, these people know like that, like, you're not really get your jacket somewhere else, because it's just like the different clothing that they sell. It's just really funny. But there are some people who don't get cold, and I'm like, if it's 30 degrees, how are you wearing shorts? So, but I did go outside today with just my Crocs on and no socks. It wasn't that cold. It was like 50 degrees and a little windy, right? So anytime my mom calls me, she's like, it's cold here, it's freezing. I'm like, okay. And then I'll go outside, I'm like, what is she talking about? It's like summer. If it's not summer, it's fall weather. It's not that cold. Garen said, I'll go ahead and kick rocks. Sorry for being forward. Okay. Well, enjoy kicking rocks. Remember to subscribe to the channel, join the community, and hopefully I see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my fully nutritional YouTube video or YouTube shorts. My accent is so fast. Okay, speak slower is what you're telling me. Hey, Mel, how are you doing? Hello, it's me. Okay, me. You know me. I do. I think I was trying to reach you for your expired life insurance. Doesn't life insurance expires when you're dead, when you die? Isn't that when it expires? I don't get the point of life insurance. Like, I'm paying money for somebody else to benefit when I die. Like, that's literally what it is. Like, I don't. What? My mom has me paying for life insurance. And the people listed who's going to benefit from it, I mean, it's herself and it's my nephew. I'm like, okay, but like, what's the point? Like, you're taking away my money, so who could benefit? Somebody else when I'm no longer here? I'd rather keep that money and spend it on me. I don't get that. Like, what? It's just so crazy. That's just so crazy. Enjoy your day as well, Garen. How are you doing today? Okay, from Oklahoma. Okay, what's it like in Oklahoma today? Okay, Z's from Pakistan. What's it like in Pakistan? Wow, it's 80 degrees in Oklahoma. You use Caterpillar blood pressure. Huh? Male said I have cold problems. Okay. Be used of Caterpillar's blood pressure issues. Okay, thank you so much for letting me know that. Taryn said you should read the Quran and research Islam. Yeah, in the future. Love Positive said, Mia, you're funny. You remind me of Caribou Net. Okay, cool. Hey King Kong, how are you doing today? You're on the toilet? Thanks for feeling comfortable. Let me know that. Please make a heart. Okay, it's a heart. What are we saying? Zahir said, you look like Mia. I have no idea who that is. What are we saying? Nelson said, good morning. Wow, it's morning time where you're at. Okay, you're from Papua New Guinea. What's it like in Papua New Guinea today? I'm in the United States, and it is currently evening time in the US of A. Glad you could be on the stream today. Kat said, okay, okay, the pills aren't specifically meant to make you warm. It's an unfortunate side effect. I don't want to name the pill because it's a bit personal, but they raise body temperature. You're beautiful. Thank you so much. You're beautiful as well. Welcome back, D Support. How are you doing today? Glad you could be back on the stream. Definitely been missing from the live streams. Okay, hey Drake, how are you doing? Now I just know that's a fib. Drake said I haven't seen Mia in months, unless somebody hacked your account, because I've definitely seen your username. I think this month for sure. But welcome back to the live streams, Drake, D Support, everyone. How are you guys doing today? Let me know. Nelson said, that's great. Nice meeting you here. Same to you. Hey, Raphael, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. So it is not a manicure Friday. I feel like manicure Fridays are definitely fun. If it was younger, uniquely Mia, I would have taken off my nail polish and redone a manicure, but I don't want to waste my products. But I'm going to show y'all. This is a cuticle cutter. I did use it. I'm not sure how many of y'all were able to watch the video that I posted yesterday, but I did cut off my cuticles. So my nails, there's a lot more nail, right? I don't think we've ever seen this much nail on my hand because I literally cut my skin. It didn't hurt. It was dead skin, but I literally cut it off and it just made my nails a lot more longer. Don't look at the design. I don't like it. If you see Unique Mia with pink nails, like on Tuesday or Wednesday in a video, no, you didn't. I did not. No, you didn't, because I don't like this design. But this pink is really, bruh. Why do I get weak on stream? I promise you guys that, like, I can open stuff off stream, but, like, when I come on stream, it's like my hand doesn't want to cooperate, so I can't get anything open. I moisturize my hand, so that's why. But this pink is really pretty. Like, do you see that? It has, like, a shimmer undertone. But we're not doing a manicure. I have a lot of nail polish, but I want more. Guys, you know, I feel like I have a nail polish addiction. I feel like some people have worse addictions, right? So I spend a lot of money on nail polish. At least my mom should be happy it's not like illegal drugs, right? Or substances. But a nail polish addiction is definitely a real thing. And I have it because tell you, I spent a lot of money on nail polish, and I'm not even ashamed of it, honestly. I want more. Like, it just needs to continue to grow. I'm gonna go through each one for y'all, but let me respond to some of your questions. I think I've ever given you a nail polish tour, and if I have, I forgot that I did, so I'm gonna make another one. And I have more at home, but I feel like the ones at home are spoiled, right? They're no longer good. They expired. What are we saying? Okay. Hey, how are you doing? What's your name, Marie? It's spelled very interesting. Glad you could be here. You're cute as well. Raphael said they're doing pretty good. Been watching golf. Okay, nice, nice. Very cool, very cool. I've seen a golf course before. Very cool, very cool. You watch ladies golf? No, I don't watch ladies golf, but when I used to live close to a golf course, so I used to walk on it when I was younger. Don't really remember much of it because it was literally when I was really, really young, but I do know I remember walking on it one time. What are you saying? Nelson said, I'm planning to come over there to do my studies. See you there. Come over where? To the United States? I mean, there's no guarantee you'll see me in the United States, but enjoy studying in the US of A. Get a good degree. Hey, Av, how are you doing? Network. Your grades probably won't get you anything much, but network for sure. That's going to be beneficial. I mean, your grades will get you into grad school if that's your goal. It depends the type of grad school that you want to go to. It'll help you. So, yeah. But, yeah. Hey, Alexander, how are you doing? Embrace yourself. 100%. Tell us your soul. Tell you my soul? What do you mean, tell me? That question is so interesting. I mean, I can't tell you my soul. Right? I can't tell you my soul. Love Positive said, how much do you spend on one of your bottles of nail polish? It depends on the brand, right? So like I said, I tried the Sally Hansen. This was $5. This was like $4. Nail Aid is $5. So we got 5. Let's just, 5, 10. We got 15, 18, 19, we can say. And then these are like 98 cents. These are like $2. So it just really depends on the price, right? I think this was $4. So throughout my life, I've spent a lot of money on nail polish, right? But I remember when I was young, when I first got into nail polish, Walgreens was the spot to get nail polish. Because why? My mom and I, we used to go into Walgreens all the time. And Walgreens used to have, what's the name of the nail? I forgot. What's the name of it? I think it's LA Colors Walgreens used to have. Or no, Wet n Wild nail polish. I could go in there and I used to get like 5 nail polishes for $5. That was so good. And I used to think that was expensive. 5 nail polish, that's cheap, man. I did not know that when I was younger, right? But Walgreens, they closed Walgreens, so I don't even know. I don't go to Walgreens that often, so I don't even know if Walgreens have sales anymore. So I probably get my nail polish from Walmart or Burlington. I've probably spent more than $1,000 on nail polish, literally, just because I've been doing my nails for a super duper long time, and anytime I go to a store and I see nail polish, I have to get it. If I go into Burlington right now, if my mom goes into Burlington for clothes, I'm walking out with a case of nail polish, right? I have to get something. Anytime I go somewhere that has nail polish, I just need to get it, right? So I probably spent more than $1,000 on nail polish, right? But that's just spaced out throughout more than 10 years because I've been doing my nails since elementary school. But it's still a lot for nail polish. Like I said, unfortunately, some of my polishes has spoiled. I have lost some nail polish, which is sad. I remember when I was moving in last year to my dorm room, I had a big makeup case of nail polish, and I distinctly remember packing it. But when I unpacked my suitcases, I could not find it. So I've lost nail polish as well, which is why I'm slowly rebuilding up my nail polish collection. Hey Donald, how are you doing today? What are we saying? D-Support said, what consistent message, theme, or personality trait defines my brand? I don't know what defines your brand. Are my thumbnails and titles instantly recognized? And what? I don't know what defines your brand. You're asking me what defines my brand? That's what I would say. I don't know. What consistent message? I don't know. I mean, I guess the consistent message that I'm trying to portray on my channel, I guess my brand, the Uniquely Mia brand, you can say, is that, like, hey, just be uniquely you. Like, people's gonna always have something to say about you. People's always gonna think a whole bunch of things about you. Okay, whether that's about your hairstyle, whether that's about your style, the way that you say stuff. I post like videos on TikTok, and for all my Guyanese supporters out there, particularly on TikTok, they always loved correcting when I say things a certain way. And like in the past, it used to get to me because I'm like, okay, and right, but now I just look at it and I ignore it, right? So people's always gonna have something to say about you. It's how you react that matters, and that's just always that also contributes to embracing your uniqueness, right? Even on YouTube, sometimes people say I say acts funny, right? Okay, y'all understand what I mean, right? So with that, you just gotta be your unique self. And I feel like if you watch my live streams, if you watch my flowing traditional YouTube videos, if you look at my manicures, it relates back to embracing your uniqueness and what being different a little bit. I do try to make thumbnails, but I'm not consistent with it. I more so make thumbnails for like my fun videos, like if I'm traveling somewhere or if I'm doing a travel video or like an unboxing video, that's when I'll put more effort into my thumbnails. But sometimes I slack on the thumbnails. I do apologize for that. Hey Alam, how are you doing? Yes, it's been a while since you've been here. How are you doing today? Welcome back, Evan. How's life been treating you? I mean, I guess life is going good. It like I keep waking up in the morning, which is great. We want to keep waking up in the morning for sure. So yeah, life is like you're not quitting. Even if you want to quit, you're still gonna have to make it through, right? So life is treating me good because I'm blessed to continue to exist in the world, right? How's life treating you? Alexander said, tell us your darkest secret. I don't have a darkest secret. Okay. Well, I do have one secret, but nobody will ever know that secret, honestly. So, yeah, I feel like everybody has one secret, but it's not the darkest secret. It's just like I'm just not telling people on social media that. Yeah. My mom may know it, but then again, she may not. So yeah. What are we saying? Thank you so much for purchasing a gift, MC2. Really, really appreciate you. Sending you hearts. It's like a saying. Well, I'm not even gonna use that example before people start thinking weird, but no. What are we saying? Okay. Kat said, Mia, this crazy lady was walking in the street, okay, in front of cars, okay, cursed out the cars for beeping at her. Wait, I saw videos like that on social media before. Then she saw a Muslim woman in the street and waved paper in her face like she was banishing her. Oh no, so random. Yeah, like there's a lot of people who have extreme mental health conditions who probably are not, I can't even say they're not aware, but I guess some people generally not aware, or they just don't want to receive help, right? So that's what happens when people have like those extreme mental health conditions and things like that. Evan said, Mia, have you heard of soap nail polish? Ew, no. You know what I have heard of? It could be similar. Wait, let me make sure. Because I'm saying no, but it could be. I probably did hear about it. Let me see. Yeah, no, I haven't heard of soap nail polish. I've heard of nail polish that has texture. In the past, I bought that and I hated it so much, and Walmart never sold it again, so they realized people didn't like it, but I bought nail polish in the past, and when I tell you it was textured, it was literally textured, and that was disgusting to me. Like, what do you mean my nail polish isn't drying dry, like smooth? What do you mean it's drying with texture? I hated that so much. But I've never heard of soap nail polish. Alam said, hope life is good. I'm a run off now, but we shall bump into each other again. All right, pleasure having you on. Alam, have a great rest of your day. Soap nail polish are nice. They're more naturally looking. Evan said, oh, okay, yeah. I don't really like the natural look, though. Like I told you guys in the past, when I have polish on, I want people to know I have polish on. I want people to think my nails are fake, and like, I guess that could happen with naturally looking nail polish, but like I have one naturally looking nail polish, and it's this. But I have two. I have this brown and I have this pink. I rarely use it, and when I use them, I do some type of design. I add some type of color. So I don't want natural looking polish, but there are some people who can get the natural looks, and it looks really pretty for them. Kat said, yeah, Evan, it was so crazy. She seemed like a homeless lady. Happy birthday, Brooke. Have a great day on your birthday. Eat a lot of cake. If cake's not your forte, eat your favorite meal. How are you doing today? Hey, Lewis. Hey, Ben, you're gorgeous as well. Alexander said, tell us who you think about the most. Who do I think about the most? Future moi. Honestly, that's who I think about the most. Future me, which is why a lot of problems or stress occurs in my life, because I'm thinking about where am I going to be in the future? What am I going to be doing in the future? What's going to happen in the future, right? So my future self, or like what I have to future do sometimes with the future uncertainty, gives me a lot of anxiety. So yeah, so that's who I think about the most, myself, but the future me, not the current me. Because the current me, I already know what I'm doing, right? And like the current me towards like a certain timeline knows what I'm doing. But after that, I have no idea what I'm doing. So yeah. Evan said, unfortunately, there's a lot of crazy. Okay, read that. What's my hidden talent? What is my hidden? I feel like my mom will be able to answer that more. I don't know. My hidden talent, I guess nails, but I guess you guys, that's not a talent because I've told that to y'all, so it's not a hidden talent. My hidden talent. I don't know. I guess drawing or painting. I mean, you guys have never seen me paint. Now, I'm not an expert by any means. I'm more so of an abstract person. I've painted a few artworks in my house, and my mom has it hanged up. I don't think I've ever showed it to y'all. So I feel like that's probably a hidden talent, more so abstract canvas artwork that I do. I used to do it a lot when I was in high school. It used to be really fun, calming. So I stopped doing it because canvases got too expensive. I used to buy the canvases on Black Friday, like Walmart. That's why I used to love Black Friday when I was younger. My mom and I would go to Walmart. They used to sell like the big canvases. You got 2 big canvases, a whole acrylic art set for $20. I haven't been to Walmart on Black Friday in a while, but I don't think they have that deal anymore. So I stopped buying it because we stopped going to Walmart and they stopped selling that item. But that used to be really fun. What are we saying? Oh, I skipped you. Do apologize. Insert. Hey, Yolanda, how are you doing? You're cute as well. Tell us your greatest fear. Go to my YouTube homepage and click the featured video. If you watch that video, that question is already answered. Love Positive said Tyler Perry made a lot with Mr. Brown's character. Oh yeah, they did for sure. Yeah, Mr. Brown, his outfits was always out there for sure. What are we saying? Evan said not long left to go for my cheesecake video. Okay, yeah, cool. I feel like, but that's the thing though. When you look at some successful people, it's either, I don't know. I don't want to say they had to experience trauma, but didn't Tyler Perry say he experienced some type of trauma, so he just created this alternate personality? I don't know. I guess it puts them in a position to just try whatever or do whatever. It's like I was on TikTok the other day and I heard a creator say, as morbid as it'll sound, the creator was like, if you want to be successful or if you want to see what your max potential is, you have to like make life choices and live as though your parents are no longer alive, that creator said. And that was really scary for that creator to say that. But I guess I understand what they meant because, like, I do. Okay, for when we're looking at my perspective, taking uniquely me into account, I do what I want to do. I do, but, like, that mostly relates to academics in my future, right? But it's also, like, to make my mom proud in a way as well, right? So, I don't live as though my mom is no longer here because she is here, right? If she gives me advice, I'm going to listen to her. My pathway that I'm on, it's been advised by my mother, by society, to make sure I'm on this pathway. So I guess I understand what that creator is saying, because I guess when you're no longer, if you're living in accordance to your parents no longer being here, you're just you're thinking about all the crazy things you could do. And I don't want to do anything crazy. I don't want to do any crazy things, right? But I guess you're just doing what you want to do. If you want to try something, whether that's a new career, or a new business idea, or travel somewhere crazy, you're just doing that, right? But like, if you were living to not make your parents proud, but like living with that mindset, right? You're always somewhat listening to somebody, right? So that makes sense. So I guess it's not saying I'm not going to meet my max potential, right, and be super successful with my mom still here. I am going to do that for sure, right? But like, you're always listening to your advisor as well too, I feel like. And I feel like that creator, when they said that, it's like if you're living in accordance, like you're like while your parents is life, you're living like they're no longer here, you're not doing that. So you're just doing the most crazy things. And it's like what my mom said, if you want to relate it back to the stock market. She said if you're investing in the stock market, those billionaires, they're investing billions, right? If I was a, like hardcore as a day trader, I kind of took a break on that when I graduated. I'll help my mom more with that, but I took a break on that for now. But like, if we're looking at the stock market, let's say I was day trading by myself, right? And let's say my mom gave me $10,000 to day trade with, right? And let's say there was this one stock that I wanted to day trade with. Based on what my mom has taught me, based on the advice, I would probably only put 5,000 in that stock. And if that stock goes all the way up, yeah, I made money with it. However, if I wanted to put 5,000 and I listened to her advice, if I wanted to put 10,000 and I listened to her advice and I put only the 5,000, I didn't make as much as I could have. But if I was living in accordance to how, if my mom was no longer here, if I wanted to do it, I'd put that 10,000 in. And if I lose that 10,000, that's on me. If I make more and that 10,000 goes up, that's awesome. Like, I made it, right? So I guess I understand that creative for using that analogy, but it was just really interesting. So I say that to say, love positive. I do agree that Tyler Perry made a lot of money with Mr. Brown's character, but I think my mom told me, or I saw a news article that said Tyler Perry also experienced a lot of trauma and he didn't have a lot of support. So support is good. I'm very blessed. I'm very privileged to have the support of my mom, right? But I feel like Tyler Perry, if he was traumatized since he was like young, right? Or if he didn't have the support of anybody, he literally had no choice. He was living, he was doing what he wanted to do on his own terms, right? And it could go positive, it could go negative. Like, he could have wound up homeless, right? But in his case, he wound up to be a billionaire. So, and I feel like we see a lot of stories like that. People who experience a lot of traumatizing things in their childhood for some reason, or in their teenage years. Not all the time, but I feel like a lot of wealthy people, sometimes self-made individuals, it's either one, they had the support of their family, or two, majority of them, for some reason, they always experience some type of, I don't know, trauma or something like that, right? Which is really interesting to me. It's like they are like, I'm not risking it. I have nothing else to lose, right? But like for me, I mean, I have stuff to lose, right? But like, I don't want to risk anything. So it's just really interesting to me. Evan said, not long left for your cheesecake. Okay. S asks, what do you think of the LGBTQ rights? I don't really think about it. If you were part of the LGBT community, you are still more than welcome on the channel for your positivity and uniqueness. I think about their rights, I guess, the way I think about minority rights. All people should be, I guess, treated equally, honestly, how just treated no different. So, yeah, I mean, that's a very iffy topic, because sometimes, some cases, people part of that community want the world to change a lot for them, more than minorities sometimes, which is really crazy, but I don't really know. Jay said, you look pretty, like you come from the 1950s. I want to kiss you. No, thank you. Keep your kiss. I'm from 2025, not the 1950s. I didn't see that, Hammer. Thank you so much, Hammer, for purchasing a $2 super chat. Sending you hearts. Really appreciate you. I'm in trouble. Okay. D Support said, do you have a content calendar for the next 4 to 8 weeks? No. Well, I guess no and yes. Content calendar for the next 4 to 8 weeks. I mean, live streams. I'll stick to my live streaming schedule for sure. We're going home, so you're gonna get more videos. I don't know if my mom's cooking for Thanksgiving. Honestly, I really don't care at this point in time. There's a lot of other things overriding her decision to cook that. I mean, her willingness to cook, that makes me care not. But if she cooks, I'll live stream her cooking for sure. If we go out on Black Friday, I'm not buying anything, but if we go to the stores, I'll do what I did last year, make a video for y'all. You guys seem to have like that Black Friday video last year that I made, so I'll do one of those. My birthday's coming up, so I'll be home for my birthday. So whatever I do on my birthday, obviously I'll live stream that for you, record for you. Obviously Christmas, so there's gonna be that, my graduation. So yeah, the month of December is really jam-packed with a lot of different things in the month of December. We got my birthday, we got Christmas, we got my mom's birthday, we got my graduation. So there's 4 different things happening in December. That's exciting. But yeah. Who am I? I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, a dual degree graduate student studying public administration and criminal justice. Who are you? Glad you could be here. Hey Bradley, Evan said soap nails are like translucent red or pink shades. So is it like jelly? Oh, like lip gloss. Yeah, so I don't think I'll like that, Evan, because it's I get what you're saying. It's kind of like jelly polish. If it's translucent. I can't even say it. I'm tongue tied. But my nails, it has like some of my nails, some of them they're stained yellow, not because it's dirty, not because I have an infection. It's just because I use a lot of nail polish. So when you paint your nails with a lot of nail polish, it's going to stain your nails. So when I use translucent nail polish or colored nail polish that's very close to clear, I don't like it because it tends to show the stains on my nails, which I don't like. So yeah. Hey Rohan, how are you doing? Your insight, your inspiration. That's why I subscribe to you. Thank you so much for your kind words. Kat said it's interesting that they call it soap nails, though. It's random. No, for sure. I'm like, what did you? When they said that, I thought you meant nails that are soap in it. That was really interesting, for sure. Thank you again, Hammer, for purchasing $1 super chat, sending you hearts. I really do appreciate your donation. What are we saying? I'm doing good, One. How are you doing today, One Delish? Glad you could be here. Classes are going good. No, the Cheesecake Factory, that what is it? That 30th or is it the 50th? I don't know which one, but I think it's the 50th anniversary cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory. Give me 10 of them, right? 10 is too much. But give me one right now. That's so good. You get the chocolate cheesecake layers. And then in the back of the cheesecake, they have like the little chocolate balls. And it's like crunch. It's so good. And then they put the whipped cream on. Cheesecake Factory, people be like they don't like the Cheesecake Factory, the menu's too long. I like the Cheesecake Factory. Like, for my birthdays in the past, take me to the Cheesecake Factory. Like, Cheesecake Factory is so good. Not last year, but like when I graduated, my mom's like, where you want to go? I'm like, okay, Cheesecake Factory. Like, I like the Cheesecake Factory. Like, shrimp basket, it's really good. That's the only thing I get. I get the same order anytime. I get like the shrimp basket they have, and then I get the chocolate cheesecake, and then I'll get the bread. I like the brown bread, but I also like the white bread. People will be like they don't like the white bread. I like it. It's kind of hard, but like that's how it is. That's how it's supposed to be. It's really good. So if you guys have never been to the Cheesecake Factory, definitely try it. And if you go to the Cheesecake Factory, let me know what's your go-to order. When I go with people, sometimes they get like the most outrageous things, and I'm like, wow, I did not know they had that. But you enjoy. I'm gonna enjoy my shrimp. What are we saying? Hey Kai. Hey, how are you doing? Napoleon? We got Napoleon in the chat? Okay. Good morning from the Philippines. Welcome. You're cute as well, B. How are you doing? Kat said, I find Tyler Perry's movie too traumatizing. Yeah, some of his movies are traumatizing for sure. And it's like I'm saying, he's probably representing his lived experiences in those movies, right? But like, I don't watch all his movies. The only Tyler Perry movies that I've seen is the Medea, or like if my mom wanted, I know in the past my mom has gone and seen some of his movies in the theater, and I went with her, and I'm like, you're not choosing no more movies for us to see, because I'm like, what did you choose to watch? So yeah, his movies are for sure traumatizing, especially Kat said, especially because Black women are always struggling in his movies. Yeah, it's terrible, right? Like a Black woman will never have a happy ending. It's like he hates Black women, and once again, you never know, because like, what is he, a director, right? He's a director, he's an actor. So when you're a director, actor, writer, you write out the storyline. So it's like your vision is coming to life, right? So it's like when you read books, you can visualize what's happening. For directors and movies, they visualize, but they're actually showing you what's happening, right? So like I said, that could be like either his representation of his upbringing shown in those movies, or it could just be showing like his true feelings, right? But I don't know. I really don't know. Hammer said, God bless YouTube. Hey, it's Dejana. Welcome from Canada. What's like in Canada today? Hey, Sharp, how are you doing? Stay in school. One Delish said, true fact. That's where I'm from now. Where are you from now? House problems, almost life, ended. Oh no, it's terrible. Well, I'm glad you're good now. Elmo's life and infection the same time last year, but I have online creation with blogging. So yeah, okay, cool. Thank you again, Drake, for the congratulations. Yeah, we did recently hit 6K supporters / subscribers, which is so amazing. So shout out to each and every one of y'all for your support. It really means a lot. Thank you, Hammer. Hammer said I'm smart. What do we say? Rohan said, Hammer, don't talk, donate. No, that rhymes, but yeah, that is kind of neat though. One Delish said, I'm moving to commercial real estate, best investment, best tax breaks. Okay. Pretty as well. Hey Rohan, you're an inspiration. Love from India. Thank you so much for your kind words. Can we do trading, dear? I don't really. My mom used to do trading in the past. Like, I mean, showing you guys what she's doing on YouTube. But she used to do it super duper early, and then she never really used to talk to the camera, so like she would show y'all what she's doing, but she wasn't really educating y'all. So I did ask her to stop making those videos for you guys. So what I'm gonna do is, I have a book. I lost it. I'm gonna find it again. I have a book. My mom was teaching me some of this stuff, but I didn't quit. She just stopped teaching me, and I didn't ask her to teach me anymore. Like, I never followed up with her. But at the end of the semester, when I'm done with all my work, I'm gonna ask her to continue on to teach me what she's like doing, and then I'll write that in my book, and I'll make like a formal full nutritional YouTube video where I just tell you what my mom teaches me. Remember, we are not financial advisors for y'all. If you want to learn about day trading, all that insights, my mom said you could go to a bank, speak to your, I'm assuming we all have a bank who's on the stream. How'd you buy your phone? I mean, you could have bought it in cash, right? But I don't know. But you go to your bank, and generally there's like a free financial advisor you can talk to, or YouTube videos. They have other YouTubers who have made content about that for you to watch for sure. So yeah, but I'll make like a full nutritional YouTube video sometime next year for y'all, just reiterating what my mom has taught me about it for y'all. Evan said cats are like Tyler Perry, but he makes the entire family suffer usually. Evan said, I don't believe the hype for I didn't believe the hype for Cheesecake Factory, but when I was there, it was worth it. One Delish said, I'm doing chocolate chip cookie on my channel at some point. Very nice. Awesome. Excuse me. Evan said, I'm very strange. I like the plain cheesecake. Yeah, plain cheesecake is good, but the only time I'm gonna eat plain cheesecake is if I get it from Junior's, and Junior's is like Junior's Cheesecake Factory. That's the name of it. So, but like, I've tried the plain Cheesecake Factory from the Cheesecake Factory. I don't like it personally. So I don't know what. It's like a different ingredient. Like, when I eat plain cheesecake, I don't want to taste the cheesecake. Like, I want to taste it, but I don't, if that makes sense, right? And if you've had Junior's Cheesecake, and if you've had the Cheesecake Factory plain cheesecake, you know what I'm talking about, right? I just feel like the Cheesecake Factory plain cheesecake, it's sweet. It's just very sweet to me. I've had Costco's plain cheesecake. It's too creamy. It's like they put too much cream cheese in there, right? So I feel like when you get it from Junior's, it's perfect in my opinion. What are we saying? You hate, yeah, I don't really like Biscoff. When I'm on the plane, where is it? JetBlue gives you Biscoff. I don't like that. Like, it's like when you eat something that gives you a headache. When I eat Biscoff cookies or crackers, that thing gives me a headache. I do not like that. You're right, or awesome. Evan said, Mia, I still haven't tried to braid my hair like yours. Okay, it's okay. I'm so bad at braiding. We have to teach yourself for sure. I had to teach myself. So it's the first few times you start braiding your hair and teach yourself, it's gonna be messy. It's not gonna be perfect, but the more you do, it's gonna get a little better. I'm curious about your opinion on India. If you're from India, you're more than welcome on the Uniquely Mia community for your positivity and uniqueness. But yeah, there are just some things you don't have an opinion on, because yeah. Hey Kyle, how are you doing? Evan said, my brother does day trading. He took 2 years to learn. Okay, cool. Hey, how are you doing? Oh, glad you could be here. Kat said, by the way, Mia, when people ask what's your opinion on blank, I think they're trying to decide whether to support you or not. Yeah, I've gotten that. I've definitely read between the lines with that for sure, Kat. But thank you for looking out for me. Really appreciate it. Support you or not with a subscription or like, yeah. It's like they want to make sure you're a safe person. And no, that's totally understandable, because like, if like, I get that, Cats. And like, if somebody is hateful, like if somebody believes in discrimination, if you're a racist watching this, I don't want you to subscribe. Like, if you're a racist and you're not willing to change your ways and embrace equality and people who are different from you, leave. Like, let the door, I mean, there's no door, but leave. I don't want a racist subscribing to me. So, you see, cats, but like, so it's okay to understand if you're safe, right? So if you guys want to ask me certain questions, mind you, there are some questions that you'll ask me, I'm not going to answer it, right? Just because I don't want to. I'm not comfortable doing that. But 9 times out of 10, I'll answer these questions like Kat said, like if your opinion to so that way you could determine if I'm safe, right? But I do the same thing with y'all. Like if I see you type something discriminatory, whether that's implicit or explicit, depending on the severity of it, I'll either put you in timeout and educate you about that topic, or you're automatically banned from my channel. So yeah, 9 times out of 10, all opinions are welcome on the channel. All opinions are welcome, all people are welcome. However, racist individuals, discriminatory individuals, whether that's toward gender or race, leave. I don't like no. There's a lot of other content creators. You don't have to be here if you're racist, right? So yeah. What are we saying? Evan said, I am making cheesecake, but with quark? I've never heard of that before. Okay. It's lighter. Okay, it's a lighter cream cheese. It's delicious. Okay, cool. I remember when I was younger, my mom did make a cheesecake. I don't remember a lot from my childhood. Then again, I could have made that up. I remember I told my mom one time I feel like I swallowed a penny or I pushed a penny in my ear or my nose and it got stuck. I don't know. No, I feel like I swallowed a penny. But she said I pushed it in my nose. Mind you, I don't know how I did that. I don't know how I did that. Right? But so my brain makes up things. It's like when I was younger, I feel like I walked on glass, but then I always look at the bottom of my feet and there's no glass on the bottom of my feet. So sometimes my brain makes it up. And now that we're talking about pennies, I have to save my pennies. Did you see they're discontinuing pennies? Now, it may not benefit me in my lifetime, but I don't know if there's future human life and I become a billionaire and there's future people who's part of my ancestral lines. If you're watching this live stream, if they have that, y'all better thank me because I'm saving these pennies right now. You guys are gonna be rich in the future. All right, because they're discontinued pennies. I did not know that. When I saw that, I was like, because I was saving, like I'm saving money, so I was like, I put some change in there to save, but I'm like, okay. In 100 years when I'm no longer here, somebody else is going to benefit from the pennies, but we're keeping all the pennies, guys, because this can be worth a lot of money one day. So if you have pennies in America, save the pennies, all right? Don't give it away no more. Don't spend it on anything. Just get like an album. I have to get like an album or something. I'll put it in a safe when I go home. I'll put it there or something like that. That's going to be good. Well, then again, I'm banned from going in there, so my mom's gonna put it in there. What are we saying? D Support said, what does success look like for your channel? Income, influence, and creativity? Well, income. If you're saying, so you asked 3 questions. So for me, success income-wise looks like success where I can sustain myself. So shout out to you guys as my supporters, but now on YouTube, it's very rare where I'll surpass like $100 a month on YouTube. And hey, if I make $100 a month on YouTube, I'm very happy with that, right? I'm very happy. I'm very fortunate. So thank you guys for your support. But like, if you're asking me what does success look like, I want more than my monthly stipend. All right. If I can max like my monthly stipend or more on YouTube a month, I'll be happy with that, at least to start with, and that'll be success to me, right? So, but it's really hard because when I was in South America over the summer, I was posting videos and one of my videos got like 5K supporters and I made $13 off of that video. Mind you, that's good. I'm happy for the $13 off of the one video, but I would have thought it would have been more. So like, success on social media, it's very difficult to attain, right? And first, I say it's difficult, but it's difficult for me. Some people will start a social media tomorrow and they blow up. It's really crazy, right? So yeah, but high hundreds to thousands, but like if I can make like more than $1,000 monthly on YouTube, that'll be success to me, right? And one day it'll definitely happen for sure, but we're not at that point yet. Influence, I feel like success for me on social media, influence wise, more so looks like just reminding each other to be positive and creative individuals. So that's saying when you are not on Uniquely Mia's live stream, when you are in the comment section of another creator's videos, or in the comment, whether that's live stream or full traditional YouTube video or YouTube short, you're thinking before you type something. You're not going to type something hurtful just because you think it's funny. You're not going to be mean. You're not going to say inappropriate things, right? Because at its core, I do try to convey a message of positivity to you guys, and to communicate how you would like to be communicated to. So and we do have to be cautious of how we talk to each other on social media, because 9 times out of 10 I feel like people think the way you talk on social media, like when you talk with slangs and a whole bunch of stuff sometimes, or if you say mean things sometimes on social media, you think that's not going to bleed into your real life when you talk to people who can see you and who you can see back. That is going to happen. The way you talk on social media, especially if you spend a lot of time on social media, is the way you talk to everybody in your life, right? So yeah, that I feel like that's what my influence is, just to educate y'all, whether that's related to cross-cultural experience, whether that's related to education in the classroom, and most importantly, educating you guys to not care about what people think about you. Like, there's going to be an extent that you care about what people think about you, but like, if you want to be uniquely you, be strong in your opinions, right? If you're saying something, make sure that you are not going to backtrack on your opinions, right? If you are going to wear this really interesting outfit, don't let somebody make you feel bad for wearing that very interesting outfit. If you're going to have a unique hairstyle, right? If you are going to be whatever, right? Just be that and be your authentic self and be confident with that. And then what does success look like creativity wise? I want to get better with editing on my videos. I'm not the best editor on YouTube. I will admit that. I do try. And when I say I feel like my editing is okay, right? But I do watch some of the bigger creators on TikTok or like on YouTube, and their edited is like super duper cool. So one day I'm gonna get much better with the editing for sure. What are we saying? Rohan said, I can tell your two favorite words are positivity and uniqueness. Because you said the same thing for LGBTQ, and now similar for India. Yeah, because it's not necessarily my favorite words, Rohan, but it's my mission statement for the Uniquely Mia channel, right? So when something's your mission statement, no matter what you talk about, you're always going to relate it back to that mission statement for it to be cohesive, right? So yeah, that can apply to different things and different people and all the content that I have on my channel for sure. Evan said, Mia, is day trading hit and miss, or is it a regular income? Hit and miss for sure. Rohan said, I'm from India. Do you like Indian food? I've never had authentic Indian food. One day I'll try it for sure. Kat said, for example, I don't have many white friends, but when I do meet new white people, I may ask certain questions to gauge how open-minded they are. That's very smart of you to do, to be honest. That's very smart of you to do. Yeah. I've never actually done that before, but that's smart of you to do, like, touch on like a sensitive topic a little bit, see how they respond. Tell us your dream. I'm not going to tell you my dream. I don't think you should promote your dreams to much people too much, right? I just feel like people can always, I feel like people can put bad juju on you, and not to say that I believe in it or not, but it can happen, right? So yeah, it's like my mom sometimes. In the past, my mom would always say what she's going to do, and she would say it not necessarily to a lot of people, but she would say it to people who didn't want her doing those stuff, and we never actually did what we wanted to do because they implicitly probably put bad juju on you, right? So it's like I can tell y'all, but I don't want to tell you, right? And I do that because, one, I don't want to, and two, because like, even though there's only 8 of y'all on, shout out to each and every one of you, sending you guys hearts, I do have more than 6,000 supporters on my channel, right? So people can come in, watch the recordings, and that's thousands of people seeing what my dreams are, right? And just a lot of different people, and yeah, don't want any of your opinions on my dreams. So yeah. Hey, how are you doing, Seer? Glad you could be here. Rohan said, I have to pack this bracelet. If you put it in my thing, I'll snap you. Right now. It's like certain days I'll be lying down and it's like my nails get so long and I'm not used to it yet. It feels like it wants to fall off, but it's going strong. We are still going strong with it for sure. Would you like to get married? No. Nope. Not to you. No thanks. What are we saying? Rohan said I'm such a good speaker. Did I get it from my mom? Thank you so much for your kind words. I don't know. I mean, I guess a little bit, right? My early form of speaking, for sure, I got it from my mom because that's the individual who I observed. So that's the person who I learned how to talk. If you guys say I have weird accents, don't blame her, but blame her because I learned to say words the way she says words. But at the same time, I feel like enrolling in higher education and just forcing myself to do public speaking engagements, and obviously the people that you're around, more so the content that I watch on social media, it has influenced my speaking, because sometimes I'll say a slang and I'm like, how in the world how did I get that slang? Because I saw somebody in a video say it and I saw another TikToker or YouTuber say it, so thus I'm saying it as well. So yeah, my speaking is just influenced by my life experiences, you could say. Evan said, I am making a low-fat cheesecake with Oreo crumbs. Sounds really good. And maybe adding orange flavor. Sounds like a lot of flavors, but it could be good for sure. Hey, David, how are you doing? Hey, Wake Up. Thanks for the love. I'm not your wife. I'm uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. Kat said, I get what you mean about the cheesecake meal. Okay, nice. I only like Cheesecake Factory Super. Wait, I think I've had that one. Is that a new one? Super Deluxe Chocolate Cheesecake. Is that a new one? I've only heard about the 50th anniversary. Is that a new one? Let me Google that. You just said Super Deluxe Chocolate Cheesecake. That sounds really good. The cheese. It's like I can type fast, but when I start typing something new, I have to type so slow. I've never had that before. That's a new one, Cats. That's a new one. Or if it's not a new one, I've never had that. Do they have chocolate mousse in here? It looks like chocolate mousse. They have the chocolate chips in the back. I love the cheesecake with the chocolate chips in the back. It looks so good. But yeah, it looks good. But I like the chocolate cheesecake 30th anniversary, 50th anniversary. I don't know if it's the 30th anniversary, the 50th anniversary. I always get it mixed up. Okay, knock knock. Who's there? Kat said it's so crazy to think that I'm in a that it. Sorry. It's so crazy to think that I'm a few decades, okay, kids are going to say, what's a penny? Like, what's that? No, exactly. I don't even know if my nephew knows what a penny is. I want to say he does, but I would not be surprised if he doesn't know what a penny is. Because I've stopped using pennies because, like, if you go to the store and you want to spend cash, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to use my card. But, like, sometimes I don't want to use it, so I'll spend cash. If they require change, I'm just going to round up to the nearest dollar, right? Because I don't have change often. But that is so true, Cats. People are not going to know what a penny is. It's crazy. It's really insane, man. But it's moving towards a digital world. I think a supporter of mine came on one time and y'all were like, in your country, you were freaking out because you're switching over to digital IDs. It's the same thing with currency. Soon people are not even going to take cash. It's very rare sometimes. You'll go to places like they probably won't even take cash. They won't have change or whatever. So yeah. Love Positive said, why did you get banned from going in the... Why did I get banned for going in the safe at home? I do not recall. That's so funny. Okay, I got banned for going in the safe because anytime I went in there, my mom said, "Oh my god, stop sounding. That's so funny." All right, I got banned because anytime I went in the safe, I would try my mom's jewelry because she has a lot of cool rings, right? She has a lot of bracelets. I would try it on. And I guess when I would put it back, my mom would say I wouldn't put it back in the appropriate place, right? And then one time we were going to South America. When we go to South America, for all the international supporters watching, we leave our jewelry at home. So don't get any ideas, all right? And I'll say y'all going to do that. But like, just know, we leave our jewelry at home. We have nothing valuable, right? So my mom, she gave me her rings and all that, and like her wedding ring and stuff, and like her bracelets, and she told me to put it in the safe, right? I thought I did. I was so confident that I did put it in the safe, right? So we were on vacation for like, I think it was like a month and a half to 2 months, and then we came back to America, and I found all my jewelry when I came back. So I put back on my bracelets, I put back on my rings, but I couldn't find my mom's wedding ring. Yeah. like that was a really, guys, you know, when like when your parents are selling, you start sweating and you know how much something costs. And it's like good quality stuff and you think you lost it. I thought I lost the ring, right? Why was the ring on the floor underneath the safe? And mind you, that room flooded while we were on vacation. So the ring that cost a lot of money, it could have went bye-bye in the water, right? So it was on the floor underneath the safe. And then when my mom found it, I got yelled at. And that's when she took away the ring that she gave me. But then again, I wasn't even wearing it. My mom has small fingers. Like, why are your fingers so small? So it couldn't even fit me anyway. So yeah, that's why I'm banned from going in the safe. Because my mom said I wasn't careful with the jewelry. So I wasn't putting up her jewelry. But I was putting up my jewelry. So why did I say that? Oh my God, bro. She's watching this. I mean, that's so funny. Why did I say that? I put up my jewelry, but I didn't put up hers. But yeah, so that's why I can't go in the safe. Because my mom said I play with her jewelry too much. And I don't put up her jewelry in the appropriate places. So yeah, that's why. Evan said, but no, the funny thing, well, I'm not going to say that, but it's so funny. Evan said, we don't talk about trees getting older. We say they are growing. So why do we say we are getting older? Why don't we say we are growing? I mean, Evan said, not my quote above me. I'm just saying FYI, I saw it today. Yeah, it's a good thing to say as well. And it all relates back, I guess, to what was socially acceptable, right? So, yeah. Okay. Welcome back, Big Jones. Hey, Mill. Excuse me. Hey, VFA. How are you doing? Hey, Charles. How are you doing today? What are we saying? Kat said there's literally nothing on the side of her mouth. Okay, nice. Hey, am I Nigerian? No, I'm from the United States. Kat said bad juju is bad energy. Yeah, that's what I mean by that. Hey, Xavier, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Can I do a collab with your video? What type of collab? What are we saying? Kat said, I don't know that exact name, but I think it's the 50th anniversary chocolate chip. Okay, nice. Okay. It has such a long name. No, exactly. It really does. I just say super deluxe cheesecake, LOL. The waitress always knows what I mean. Okay, cool. But no, it's really good, the 30th anniversary chocolate cheesecake. Evan said, Mia, you're so funny with your mom. It's hilarious. What stories you tell. Love Positive said, where's the safe and what's the code? I'm not telling you that. Why in the world would I do that? I never know who's watching this stream. What if somebody who my mom and myself know, my mom hosts an event and that person disappear in our house? Next thing you know, my mom going to save me, like, where's everything? Like, no. And I'm fairly confident that somebody that my mom and myself know could be watching my live streams and they ain't telling us nothing. So I am not doing that. Hey Samuel, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Hey Happy King, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Happy Friday to you as well. Have a great weekend. How's your day going today? Evan said, I don't feel like I'm Asian. I'm growing. Yeah, that can make sense for sure too. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's just a vocabulary that emerged, and we don't know what ancient societies did. Ancient societies could have said that they're growing, not aging. It's like I saw, once again, I'm on TikTok a lot, right? I am on YouTube a lot, but I divide my time evenly on TikTok and YouTube sometimes. Another TikTok creator I saw, it's like my mom too. There was a phase, like not a phase, but like kind of a phase. My mom, she was like, I remember I woke up one morning and I said good morning, and she was like, I don't want you to say good morning anymore. So now anytime I'm home, she always says, what does she say? I don't know what she says, but she doesn't say good morning anymore. She says something totally different, like not rise and shine, but like rising or peace. I don't know what she says, but it's something. It's not morning. And she said my mom says she doesn't use morning anymore because the history of mourning is like funerals. Like when you're in mourning, that's why. And I saw a TikTok creator. She said the same thing. The TikTok creator, she was an older woman, like older than my mom, right, or my grandmother's age. And that TikTok creator said like her mom never said morning, because she said, that TikTok creator said her mom said, why are you telling me good morning? Are you calling death on me? That's what that TikTok creator said, because morning, that word, is associated with death, right? So I say that to say, Evan, that we don't know. Perhaps the terminology to define getting older was growing in the past, right? But modern day English, the modern day English that we know today, because English has changed throughout the centuries, right? The words that we use has also changed too. Hey Samuel, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Hey Jeremy. Samuel said my name is Samuel, okay? You're from Syria? Okay, I've never heard of that before. Give me your WhatsApp number now. But you're more than welcome to subscribe and join the community. No need to share your address or your location, guys. Evan said, this week I really missed your streams, Mia. I'm glad you missed the streams, Evan. Really do appreciate your support and you eagerly awaiting the Uniquely Media live streams. Really means a lot. D Support said, what can humans learn about patience and resilience by observing trees? Nothing, because a tree has a longer lifespan than a human. Or I guess one thing, if you have good roots, nothing's going to bring you down. I guess as cliche it sounds, because if a tree has good roots, a strong wind could come in. The leaves may fall down, right? But the leaves are going to grow again. That tree is not going to fall down if the roots are strong, right? So I guess that's the only thing we can honestly learn from a tree. If you have a good foundation, whether that's your family or yourself, things, disappointments, wind is going to blow at you. It may take away some of your confidence, may take away some of your leaves, but you're not going to fall down entirely, right? So I guess that's what we can learn from trees, but at the end of the day, trees have a longer lifespan than humans too, so yeah. Kat said, Samuel, who do you think you are? I feel like, why do I want to feel like I sing a song after that? Like, when you say, who do you think you are? Why is that like a song lyrics? Isn't that a song lyrics, guys? I feel like that's in my head. Am I married to public administration, criminal justice, psychology, and professional writing? I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, and you are welcome to your positivity and uniqueness. I got fashion videos, travel videos, you and me, technology videos, days of my life as a grad student, and so much more. Evan said, I think in ancient societies, getting older was giving different definitions than now, if that makes sense. So perhaps older people were more respected. Yeah. And it's not, yeah, that is true. And you can see it both ways, Evan. Like, I don't know what they used to do in ancient societies, but like, I kind of had a obsession with ancient society. I still have it, but like, I guess more important things or more boring things, not boring things, but like more rigorous things has overridden my adventurous doing research for fun, right? Now I do research for work 9 times out of 10, right? But I say this to say it works both ways. So like if we're looking at, what is it? Let's see ancient Egypt, right? If you were a pharaoh, they had young pharaohs, right? Young pharaohs, they were seen as being respected individuals, right? Because they had the powerhouse. But like if you were a peasant, you weren't respected. If you had wealth, you were respected, right? So ancient medieval Europe is the better way. I feel like 9 times out of 10, when you look at medieval Europe, they did have some young monarchs, we can say, but 9 out of 10 they had advisors, and those advisors were older, wealthy men who was literally ruling the throne. They just didn't have the blood ties to it, so they were manipulating the kids. So in that circumstance, younger people didn't have more power. But honestly, I feel like no matter what generation you live in, your money gives you power. As boring, not as boring, but as bad as it may sound, your money gives you power. Like if you look at me, I'm not gonna tell you my age, but if you look at me, I don't have any power in society. I really don't. Like, yes, I have a social media account. You guys have decided to subscribe to me, but like, all I can do is convey a message. I have no power over y'all. I really don't. I have no power to make a change in society. If I go outside and tell somebody to listen to me, I have no power over them. Now, if I'm a millionaire, if I wake up tomorrow and I'm a millionaire or I'm a billionaire, I have power. I have power because of my money, because I'm a millionaire or a billionaire, right? So money gives you power, right? Or it's either who you know, because if you look at, what is it, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., if you look at Malcolm X, I don't think they were wealthy individuals, especially during the era in which they lived, right? They were probably better off than other minorities, but they had power because they were respected, I guess, political figures in a way, so they had a form of power. So the only way to get power, you either got to be a billionaire, no matter what your age is, or you got to be a form of politician, right? And politicians, you got to be a certain age, which is an older individual. But if I was a young millionaire, I have all the power in the world, right? So yeah. Kat said, does your mom say Grand Rising? No, it's not Grand Rising, but I think that's the one that the creator used on TikTok. But I don't know what she said. I really forgot because it was just like so out there. Literally one morning, she's like, "Don't say that anymore." Like for a whole week, she was consistent with saying some random thing. So I guess I just blocked it out when she started saying the random thing because I didn't know what to say to you. Like I'm not supposed to say morning. What am I supposed to say to you? So yeah, I guess hi. I don't know, but yeah, I forgot what she said. What are we saying? I look smart, thanks. Hey Fern, how are you doing today? Evan said, cats, I bought a heated stomach belt. I think I've seen that before. Okay. You always thought Fern was a female? Okay, cool. I mean, they could still be. I don't think they ever said their gender, and that's okay. If you guys don't want to say your gender, you do not have to do that at all. Kat said, how are you doing today, Fern, though, and everyone else in the stream? Let me know. Kat said, this is a weird pet peeve, okay? But I hate when people don't stand up for older people on the bus or the train, especially young people, like you're fully capable of standing. Don't just sit there and look at people struggle. Yeah, I can understand that. I can understand that for sure. I can understand that for sure. Yeah. But yeah, it depends on the type of person. I've experienced that before. And it's not saying my mom is old, but I've been on the train before, right? And like I'd be on the train and like they wouldn't stand up for my mom, but like they would try to give me the seat and I'll give my mom the seat. They wouldn't take the seat. So that is definitely a pet peeve. But sometimes my mom shouldn't even be standing up, right? But like she'll give elderly people the seat. I feel like sometimes I'll be really tired, so I don't want to stand up, but like I still stand up. So yeah, my mom pushes me up. But like if I see an elderly person with a cane, I'll stand up for you. But like because some people just look old too. But if I see like a visibly elderly individual, right, who looks like you need to sit down, I'll get up for them. But if somebody looks old but they look strong to me, sometimes I won't stand up. But yeah, I get that for sure. Hey Lucky, how are you doing? Evan said, yes, it's a song lyrics. Okay, who do you think you are? Some kind of superstar. I think it's Spice Girl. Oh, okay. Nice. Kat said, I have one of those, Evan. I actually have two. So it's so one can charge. Oh, I use the other. That's smart. No, that's smart. I don't think I've ever used one of those though. Evan said, my favorite historical movie is Kingdom of Heaven. I feel like I've seen that. D-Support said, how do beliefs and habits act like the reinforced steel in a foundation? Huh? I don't know. How do belief... I'm not philosophy major, guys. I should have studied philosophy. I probably would have helped a lot of stuff, but I don't know philosophy. How do beliefs and habits act like... Oh, I have to plug my phone. Say bye-bye to the mic. Okay. How do beliefs and habits act like the reinforced steel inside of a foundation? Well, I guess beliefs and habits, it just makes you consistent with doing the same thing, no matter how much hurdles are thrown at you. But like doing the same thing, no matter how much hurdle, is not always good, right? So yeah. So I don't know. Like reinforced steel, like you're always going in to fix the steel when it chips away, right? If it's a reinforced steel, and if it's steel, it's very hard to break down. So like if in this building, I'm sure they have steel. The steel is just holding the cement and the blocks up, right? But like beliefs and habits, like if I have a belief, if I have a habit, like I have a habit of studying, right? Or I have a habit of live streaming every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm going to continuously do that, right? So my belief that you guys as my supporters want to see my content is going to influence my habit of continuing to live stream on the days and times I say I'm going to live stream for y'all. So I guess that's how it's similar to reinforced steel, making sure that it's consistent, right? I don't know. Hey Muhammad, how are you doing today? Evan said, I prefer happiness and connection with goods over money any day. Okay, okay. Well, you do you. Okay, nice. Evan said, God has more power than the coin, Mia. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for sharing that. Evan said, we will all go to heaven. Okay, we're down below at the end, so we can't play. I mean, yeah, you can't pay your way out of down below, right? But at least if you have a lot of money, you can make sure you have a grand time on planet Earth, right? So, but yeah, you are right. You cannot pay your way out of bad deeds, but in the life that you're gonna remember, I mean, you can have a grand time with it for sure. A lot of money. Hey, Mr. Innovation, how are you doing today? Can you tell me your Instagram name so I can follow you? I am on all social medias accounts. You guys can follow me at Uniquely Mia, TikTok, YouTube, things like that. You're gay, Yoda. Okay, you're still more than welcome, Yoda, even if you are gay. Yeah, all opinion, people, and ideas are welcome as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. I don't know. We'll see. What are we saying? Kat said, I agree, Mia. I mean, like, visibly elderly, like, okay, curve in the back. Yeah, for curve in the back, I'm gonna get up for sure with that one. Hey, Hammer, no need to spam. You're giving me lawyer vibes? Okay. Hey, Affectionate, how are you doing? You're beautiful as well. Thank you again, Hammer, for the donation of the super chat, sending you hearts. Really appreciate you. What are we saying? What are we saying? Am I Jamaican? No, I am not Jamaican. I'm from the United States of America. Just shout out to all the people on the live stream. Y'all have been asking some really great questions. Keep them coming. And for the new people here, I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I show you what my life is like. Why isn't my phone charging? Why is my phone charging? Oh my god. 1 second. Oh my god, bro. Okay, it's charging. We're good. So yeah, keep your questions coming. You guys have definitely been asking some great ones for sure. And remember, I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I show you what my life is like. I have fashion videos, travel videos, Eat With Me technology videos, and a lot more. So while you guys think about something that you want to ask me or type, I'm going to give you a little tour of my nail polish collection. I don't think I've done one of these in a while. Excuse me. Mill said, when you said juju, I thought you were Nigerian. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, like African cultures and South American, Caribbean cultures, very similar for sure. And even some like African American, like the ancestry of it, it's very similar with juju and like superstition for sure. So this is Sally Hansen Insta-Dry, as I said. What should my question be about? Anything at all. Like, you can ask me the most random question. Mind you, make sure the question is appropriate to ask. But at the end of the day, you may think a question is not appropriate to ask, and I may be willing to answer it. So whatever comes to mind, whatever you are curious to know about, if you encountered an interesting topic in society that you want to share or get my opinion on something, feel free to type it. And once you type it and I'll read it, I'll decide if I'm comfortable answering that question for y'all. D Support said, how do people decide what kind of life they want to build? That's a good question. I don't really know. But I could just share my opinion. I feel like people decide the type of life they want to build based on how they were raised, right? And I guess, yeah, honestly, it relates back to the way they were raised and, as cliche as it may sound, what they want their life to look like, right? So, like, growing up, I was always raised to, like, achieve. My mom says she didn't raise me to achieve academic excellence, and she kind of didn't. I kind of put that on myself, right? But, like, my mom set a certain standard growing up, like, of being able to do certain things or travel certain places, right? So, like, growing up, she set a certain standard for herself, right? And I guess for her kids that she wanted them to have or us to have, right? So, like, I'm like, okay, if my mom set this standard for me and she does this for herself, why can't I do this for myself and herself and surpass that, right? So in the past, if you're a returning supporter, or if you see any of my live streams from when I'm home, 9 times out of 10, my supporters, not some of my supporters, but some people, a random person on the live stream when I'm with my mom, they always like to say that I'm spoiled when I'm with my mom. And when they say that, I feel like they say it in an insulting manner, right? It's not insulting to me. If you want to call me spoiled, thank you. That means my mom raised me to be spoiled. We're like, hey, I'm treated and I get things that are really amazing. So that means as an adult, I am going to have to do whatever I have to do to make sure I have a spoiled adulthood, right? And a spoiled life, right? So, and spoiled isn't just getting what you want. I mean, it kind of is getting what you want, right? But I don't get everything I want when I want it. Then again, I don't ask for ridiculous things. Don't ask for ridiculous things and you'll get it 9 times out of 10, right? But when I say spoiled, it's just like being able to travel to certain places, right? If you want to get something and it's within means to get it, right? You can get it if you want it, right? If you want to get something really crazy, you got to save your money to get it, right? So spoiled is just like, yeah, the way I was raised. I don't think I was raised spoiled. I really don't, because there's people in my family who were really raised spoiled, right? But like when some supporters say that when I'm with my mom, they mean it as an insulting way. And I don't know why they try to put it like that and seem insulting. But I say all this to say, I think your parents and the way you're raised and the internal motivation that you acquire dictates the type of life that you want to build. Like, do you just want to conform to society and do what everybody else, as Bob Marley says in the Rat Race, does, right? Do you just want to do that? Or do you want to have the ability to do what you want to do? Maybe not all the time when you want to do it, but like have the option to do that if you decide to do that, right? As long it's like feminist in a way, right? As long as the option is available, I can do it. If I don't choose to do it, I don't have to do it. But the option is always there, right? It relates it back to the same idea, right? So I want to build a life where like I have the option to do this. If I don't want to work, I have the option not to work. If I want to work, I have the option to work. If I want to travel, I have the option to travel. If I don't want to travel, I don't have to do that. If I want to buy a luxury item for myself, for my mom, I have the option to do that. I don't necessarily have to do that. That's the type of life I want to build. A life where I have options, where it's not to say I must do this. Otherwise I'm going to be homeless. Like, no. So yeah. What are we saying? Hey Storm, how are you doing? Hey from Greece. What's it like in Greece today? Mill asks, how do you stay disciplined while keeping out negativity? Negativity can come from a lot of different places. Negativity can definitely come internally. Negativity can come from outside forces, right? So I think the way that I try to keep out negativity from outside forces is honestly saying that, hey, I really don't, if you're this outside force telling me something that's negative, as I always said in the past, I'm going to ask you, do I know you? And if I know you, do I care 100% what you think about me? If my answer is no, you can say the most mean thing to me. You can call me the most terrible name. I don't care, because I don't know you. Like, you don't know me 100%. So why should your opinion matter? Like, in the past, I found that people want to say negative things to you, but then they're going to leave and go live their life, right? So what? But so I feel like to stay disciplined, it definitely you need to build that consistent routine. When I was younger, I was not disciplined at all. I told you guys in the past, but it was so bad when I was like in middle school to high school. I remember like freshman year of high school to middle school. I don't know why I did it, but I would always wait till like Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. and I would tell my mom I have this paper, this 5-paragraph paper. I used to think 5 paragraphs were the worst things, right? 5 paragraphs is easy to write for me now. But when I was younger, I always used to tell my mom on Sunday. The project was due Monday. And mind you, I knew the project was due for like 2 weeks prior. I would wait till the Sunday, like the Monday before the project was due. So that Sunday, 3 p.m. Yeah, Mom, I have this paper to write. Like, she like, what? I'm like, yeah, when is it due? Oh, it's due tomorrow. Like, what?
my mom would have me sit down, and at that point in time, I had to write my essays by hand before I could even type it the first draft on my laptop, right? So my mom would have me sit down, and I could not move from that spot until I finished writing the essays. I did that for maybe like 10 times. I was like, no, I hate this. I can't do this anymore. So after a while, I started working on projects in advance, right? So it starts very slowly, right? So discipline starts slowly, whether that's discipline with the gym, right? Whether that's discipline with your schoolwork, whether that's discipline with always looking presentable when you go outside. It starts slow. It's definitely something that you have to build into your life, right? So yeah. And then negativity is just about doing block out negativity. An easier way is like having self-confidence in yourself, because when you have self-confidence in yourself and your choices, people can say whatever they want to say about you. You're not going to care. So that's why I'm saying when we're speaking, you have to be true and be confident in what you're saying. Like people in my family, I've met some peers, some classmates. Like when I speak to my family members, when I speak to my peers, right? When I speak to my supervisors, everything that I'm saying, I'm not going to take it back, right? If I'm wrong, I'm not taking that back. If I'm right, I'm not taking it back. So it relates back to having confidence in what you're saying. So like negativity, to answer Milligan, like I've encountered some individuals and they want to say negative things to me. Sometimes I'll say negative things about them, right? Or sometimes I'll say something to block out their negativity. I'm not taking it back. Once you're confident in yourself and once you're confident in what you're saying, negativity is not going to get to you, right? So it all relates back to confidence, and you can build that by doing positive affirmations with yourself. So every morning and every night before you go to sleep, look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm beautiful, I'm smart, I'm confident, right? Whatever you want to become an actuality, to become true for your life, you need to say that for yourself. You overdose on fent. Hopefully it's not fentanyl, the illegal one, and if it is, go to the doctor as soon as possible. Hey, Peter, how are you doing? Hey, Neo, glad you could be here. Okay. Hey, Zachary, how are you doing? Hey, Alex. What do I do for a living? I am a graduate student right now. I'm a graduate research assistant. I'm a content creator on social media. I am a daughter to my mother. I am a granddaughter. I am a sister. Yeah. Yep. I'm an author, all right. I wrote a book. I don't know what my book is. Oh, here's my book. You can buy my book, The Adventures of Uniquely Mia, from the USA to the Caribbean West Indies, which is now available on Amazon. Go to my YouTube homepage, click links, and a link will take you directly to Amazon. Describes my childhood experience living and attending school on the island of Naida. So definitely consider buying my book, reading it. Stay tuned for part 2. M7, hey Jerry, how are you doing today? What do we say? Were you trying to say, am I a psychologist or something? There was a period in my life, maybe for like 2 months, I was like, I want to be a psychiatrist, right? But then I saw how long you would have to be in school for. Then again, I probably should have just been the psychiatrist, get it over it, right? But then again, I spoke to my mom. I was like, hey, I was thinking I'd be a psychiatrist, and then she was like, I can't tell you what she said because like we would get canceled, right? But like she looked at me and she was like, nah, like the environment you're gonna be around, she's like, no, don't do that. Like she was like, don't do that. And then she related it back to other stuff, which is really funny. I was like, you know what, you're right, let me not be a psychiatrist at all. But y'all make the big bucks psychiatrists. You go through med school, which is kind of long and kind of sucky, right? But like pretty cool. So there was a point in time where I was like, I could be a psychiatrist, just because I would be psychoanalyzing everybody. Somebody have a disagreement with me, I would look at that person and be like, I think you have a mild case or maybe a high case of this type of psychological disorder. Come to my office and we could talk about it. That'd be so funny. Imagine you have a disagreement with somebody, you just psychoanalyze them in that moment. Like, that would be so good, honestly. So that'd be so funny. M7, the pink stone ring is pretty cool. Could you put his camera? Which one? Oh, thank you. So yeah, this is a class ring my mom got me when I graduated from undergrad. Hey, in your soul. Oh, snap, what'd I do? Oops. Hey, In Your Soul, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Okay, you have to go to cook. Okay, see you later. Okay, thanks for stopping in and say hi. Have a great day. Hey, how are you doing, Bubbly? Glad you could be here. You're a nice person. Thank you so much for your kind words. You're having a very hard time at school right now. Speak to your professor or your teacher and just ask them, hey, what's happening? I mean, it's towards the end of the semester. If you are in like grad school or even high school, the add or drop period passed, so now you have no choice but to do the work. Otherwise, you don't want to end with an F, right? So speak to your teacher and just ask them, hey, this is my current grade. I want to improve it. Is there anything that I can do to improve my grade, right? And just try your best. If you have a really low grade, you're going to have to take the C and love the C, because at least with that C, you don't got to retake the class, right? So yeah. What do I study? Public administration and criminal justice. What are we saying? Hey, Lai. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, what's happening? Okay. Name of the book, The Adventures of Uniquely Mia, from the USA to the Caribbean West Indies. Hey, Biker, how are you doing? That looks cool. What place have you been to? What places have I been to? I do a lot of places. I've been to the island of Grenada. I've been to Guyana in South America, not Ghana, Guyana, okay? On a cruise, I went to Nassau. I think I went to Aruba on a cruise. I went to Bahamas. I went to some other places on the cruise, but I forgot those places. And then I went to Washington, D.C. I went to Philadelphia. I went to Las Vegas. I went to Florida one time. I went to another state. I went to New Jersey. I went to New York. I went to Paris. Yeah, I think 13. I went to more than 13 places because I was on cruises, so I spent like a day in those places. So yeah, shout out to my mom. Shout out to my school. You did fund one of my trips, school, fully funded. But shout out to my mom. She funded all the other trips. Really appreciate her. She's awesome, awesome, awesome. So yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. I went to Trinidad. I probably went to 20 different places, honestly. So shout out to my mom. Like, I got to so many islands because like I spent a day there, so that's a great place to like knock an island off of your bucket list. Like, you go on a cruise, it's a day there, or you, like, if you're traveling somewhere, just get a long layover and you could go out into that country and say you've been there. So yeah, I probably went to about 20 places, or probably more than 20. It hasn't hit the 30 mark yet. 30-minute mark. One day, Uniquely Mia, Queen Mother, we're going to see all the wonders of the world, right? So we're going to be going to Jordan. We're going to go to China, see the Great Wall of China, right? I think Eiffel Tower of Paris, isn't that a wonder of the world? So I feel like we already knocked one off. There's like 7. I don't even know all. Oh, there's India. Great. Taj Mahal. I wrote an essay about the Taj Mahal. So yeah. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to God. Very cool, very cool. Shout out to my mom. Okay. Eli said, imagine being rage baited by a psychology major. What do we say? You're beautiful as well, Muhammad. Thanks for your kind words. Welcome from India. What's my channel about? My channel is showing you what my life is like. So I have fashion videos, travel videos, manicure videos, eat with me, technology videos, shopping videos, cooking videos, hair videos, a lot. So yeah, sometimes beauty maintenance. If my mom goes to the nail salon when I'm home, I like to make reviews on the companies. So yeah, a lot. How can I get your book outside of the United States? You can order it off of Amazon. So you can go to my YouTube homepage, Alex, click links, and a link will take you directly to Amazon, and the Amazon should load for whatever country you're in. Kat said, I've never been on a cruise. Being on a boat long term scares me. Yeah, it's like, you sound like my grandmother a little bit, Kat. She is really scared of the cruise. But let me let you in on a little secret. My mom and I, we were trying to convince my grandmother that she shouldn't be on a cruise, that she shouldn't be scared of a cruise. So because like I feel like if she goes on one, she would really enjoy it. But my grandmother's afraid of water. She's like crazy afraid of water. I remember one time I was on a bridge with her crossing over water. Why did she start screaming in the car? Like, literally. My grandfather, he has a cruise outfit. My mom bought him a cruise outfit for like his birthday or Christmas one year. I'm like, what are you getting him that for? Like, what are they going on this thing? It was really crazy. But let me let you in on a little secret, Cats. When you go on a cruise, if you do decide to ever commit and go on one, right? And I feel like cruises, they're not crazy. Like, they're expensive, but they're not crazy expensive. expensive. Like, I'm saving money. I have more than enough money saved right now if I wanted to buy maybe like one ticket on a cruise. There's like $500-$600 saved. If you buy it early, I've seen on some websites like $300, but that's like a interior room, maybe a low floor, but hey, you're still on the boat, right? But so it's like not that crazy expensive depending on where you're going, right? But the key to not be afraid of the cruise, if you're scared of water, you need an interior room. My mom, when she goes on a cruise with Stu, right? They like to get the one with the balcony. You can't get the one with the balcony. Otherwise, you're going to see that water and you're going to be scared. And 2, you want to stay like on the 10th floor, like the 8, 9, 10 floor, because those are the high floors, right? More money, obviously. But like those are the high floors because if you're too low, like there's some people, they go on a cruise, they'll stay underneath the water. I've never been in a room that's underneath the water, but if you're underneath the water, you're going to feel the waves hitting the boat and you're going to get sick. You're going to get motion sickness, and motion sickness is not good. I don't like taking pain pills, right? When I have cramps, when I'm on a cruise, I'm like, Mom, give me the motion sickness pills, please. I need the motion sickness pills. That's how bad it is, right? And being on a boat long time, you can go on a cruise for like 3 days. Like, now, why would you go on a cruise for 3 days? That's a waste of money in my opinion. Because like the first day of a cruise, you don't have a full day, right? The first day. The second day, you're getting used to it. The third day, you're leaving. Don't go on a 3-day cruise. Some people go on a 3-day cruise. Don't do that. But if you want to like be introduced to a cruise, a 3-day cruise could be it for you, right? So the general length for a cruise is like 7 days long. I've seen people go on cruises for like 5 days long. You don't want to go like on a 2-week cruise then if you don't want to be on a boat for that long, right? So it's cool. Can I swim? I could swim to the lifeboat, cats. Like my mom and I, we're not the best swimmers. We could possibly, and that's a big possibly, swim to the lifeboat, right? But we still go on cruises because the chances of something happening, I feel like it's very slim, most likely. It's like people are afraid of flying, right? And they said you're more likely to get into a car accident driving rather than flying. It's the same thing with a cruise, right? I feel like a cruise, you're less likely to sink because there's not going to be a lot of boats there, right? I mean, don't go to Antarctica, right? Don't go to like wherever the Titanic was going. Don't do that. And you'll probably be good. So yeah, it's not scary. It looks like a hotel, like a very fancy hotel on a cruise. If you want to see more, if you actually want to see what a cruise looks like, you could go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and watch my cruise playlist videos. Like when I went on a cruise, when I graduated last time, I made a fully nutritional YouTube video for y'all. It's not the best video because once again, I was having a lot of fun, so I wasn't really recording, right? So you can go and watch that video. It's not my best video, but I did show you what I could in the video. So yeah. Oh yes, true. Peru, I forgot about that. Thank you, cats. I'm gonna add that. So yes, Peru to see Machu Picchu. Yeah, I've definitely seen the one in Peru. I'm almost out of ketchup. You see that? You saw that back there? Yeah, I bought that at the start of the semester, but I have the packets. We're ending soon. We're ending like the semester, so it's good that we're almost out of ketchup. But I have Zesty Buffalo from Chick-fil-A, and then I have like these ketchup packets as well that I got from my school. You guys see a lot in the back. I didn't know y'all see all that. It looks clean, right? So if it looks kind of messy, I'm gonna probably start packing up some stuff soon. Hey nobody, how are you doing? Okay. Jesus loves you as well. No need to spam. Hey Gicky, how are you doing? So wish me your glasses so you won't see future without me. Hey Nancy, how are you doing today? K Lover said, I've never been on a cruise, but I've been on a normal boat on an ocean, and it's so bad. Yeah, I remember I did that 1 year in Guyana when I was much younger, so I barely remember it, but I did do it. I feel like it was kind of fun. I think my mom didn't like it, but I did like it. And it was like a really small boat that we went on. I got such bad motion sickness. D Support said, what is the first thing you want to do when you step on board a ship? Go to the buffet. I'm going to the buffet or I'm going to one of their specialty restaurants. I remember when my mom took me on a Norwegian cruise and they had this specialty restaurant. You can get buffalo wings. You got buffalo wings, and then my mom would get the fish sandwich. No, it wasn't the fish sandwich. It was their like cod. Their fish was good, but those buffalo wings was so good. Like I don't know what they put in the buffalo wings. And the french fries was nice and crispy, and it was like my mom said it was open like all like 24 hours. Like food, that's the first place you have to go. Food on the cruise, right? Some people they go to like the jacuzzi, the hot tub, but like my mom, she just wakes up early and goes in the hot tub. But like food is a must. So yeah. What are you saying? Postess said, okay. I don't know who that is. Kat said that's a good question. Do you support? Welcome back, Evan. Hey Katie. Katie said, hey, I got the Five Below pajamas. Oh, okay, nice. Is the one with the Hello Kitty? I know, I think Cam recommended that last time. Or strawberry shortcake. Excuse me. This morning, I got hiccups. It was so bad, guys. Like, literally before I had my meeting, I had a whole bunch of hiccups, and I tried holding my breath for 10 seconds. That didn't work. You know what did work? I chugged the whole bottle of water. So if you guys have hiccups, chug a whole bottle of water. It was really bad because like when you drink water so fast, so early in the morning, it doesn't taste that good, but it really did help. That flamingo's just in the background. I don't like that flamingo's in the background. I mean, YouTube didn't give me false community guideline strike yet, so let's just ignore it. What are you saying? You recommend them? Okay. They run tight, so I would get a bigger size. And you think, okay. Yeah, but I don't think I'm gonna get it though. Even though they did sound really cool, especially since their Christmas theme, I'm not gonna do it because I want to save my money. Like I went to Walmart today and I filmed a video. I'm gonna upload that video on YouTube for y'all to see. And I went through their clothing section. Who knew Walmart had some pretty cool clothes? And they look comfy. I saw a pair of sweatpants at Walmart today. It was like 2 tones of blue, but it didn't look like sweatpants. It was really, really pretty. So I left it, though. It was $13. I could have gotten it, but I left it because I'm like, I don't need it. So I just left it. So I'm doing pretty good and not spending money on unnecessary things. I mean, I'm buying nail polish still, but that's the only thing I'm buying, nail polish. What are you saying? Evan said, Mia, I've been on the Queen Elizabeth ship. I think I've seen that ship before. It's a huge ship. I went from the UK to New York. Really? Wow. Was it? How long was it? Oh, it took 7 days. Wow. You had motion sickness for one of those days. It was horrible. I can imagine. So were you, Evan, was it 7 days at sea? Or did it take you 7 days to get there? 7 days at sea seems like a super duper long time. One time I went on a cruise. We were like at sea for like 3 days. That was long. And by the time we got to the port, we couldn't even get off the boat because and that's so bad because we couldn't get off the boat because they said the weather, so they couldn't dock. And you know my mom didn't get a refund. I'm like, if you can't take us to this port, you should at least give her, like, I don't know, like a 25% refund, nothing. So cruisers could do that. You could be on ship, and you could get to the port, and the cruise could be like, well, guys, we can't dock, so we're not getting off at this port, but you still have to pay the full price. So, yeah. What are you saying? Katie said, yes, they're Hello Kitty, and they're cute. Okay, cool. Evan said, cats, I've been on a ship. I was also nervous, but I enjoyed it. I had a balcony room. It was beautiful, but one day they're rocking. You puked? Oh, no! Evan said, Mia, YouTube has it shut down the stream comments today. How come? How'd you vote? I don't know. I guess it wasn't. I guess it's not close to the camera. That's why. Dollar store in the UK sell amazing things. Okay, nice. Evan said, I like home matching sets. What your most favorite set? Oh, lilac shirt and trousers. Okay, awesome. I did go on a carnival cruise. I don't really like a carnival cruise. Like, I like any cruise that I go on because, hey, it's a cruise, it's a vacation, love it. But the cruise that I went on that, like, had, like, the specialty restaurants was Norwegian. And, like, Norwegian cruises, they had, like, the buffalo wings and they had, like, the fish. And, like, they had a whole bunch of, like, other dining locations that we went to, like, every night. And my mom didn't have to pay extra for that. But when we went on the Carnival cruise, you could only go to, like, 2 restaurants. They had, like, more than 2 restaurants. But 9 times out of 10, you had to pay to go to those restaurants. I didn't like that, right? So, majority of the time, you went to the buffet. but they were like repeating meals at the buffet. And then the specialty restaurant that we did get to go to, it wasn't repeating meals, but it wasn't all that, right? But so the Carnival cruise, and I don't really like the ports the Carnival cruise went to. They went to like artificial island ports. When my mom took me on a Norwegian cruise, I went on 2 of them. When they ported, you actually got to like you were ported at the island where the locals were, so you were able to like walk around where the locals walk around, right? Like to their market and the restaurants. You had more options with the food. But I don't know what you mean by those people. What do you mean by those people? Hey, Robert. Evan said, yes, Mia, 7 days at... Wow, that's super long, 7 days at sea. But it actually worked out as 6 days. Oh, thank you, Avalo, for purchasing a $2 pound. I did not see that. You didn't notify me, but sending you hearts. Really appreciate your donations to the channel. How are you doing today, Avalo? Extending. What are we saying? Please do ASMR. I'm not a whisperer, guys. I'm sorry. This is Sally Hansen. This is the base coat for this hand. This is black nail polish. Why do I sound so weird whispering? I need my microphone to do ASMR. You guys really like this blue when I paint my nails. This blue color. This is glitter. I stole it from my mom. Don't tell her. This is my new collection. This is gonna be my birthday nail polish since it's my favorite color. Clear nail polish. I can't whisper no more. My throat hurt, man. Evan said I had to stay in bed flat for about 13 hours and wait for the rocking to pass. Oh no. No, I would never go on a Disney cruise, Evan, just because I've seen videos of Disney cruises and the idea always appealed to me prior to seeing those videos. One, Disney cruises charge a ridiculous amount of money. Anybody on TikTok or on YouTube who does a review about a Disney cruise, they're like, I went on a 5-day Disney cruise, and for 3 people, they charged me $5,000, or they charged me $2,000. What in the world's wrong with y'all? You paid $2,000 for 5 days? No. So, no, I would never go on a Disney cruise for that reason. The second reason I have no desire to go on a Disney cruise is because the ports that they take people to are artificial. They're not taking you to a real island. When I say it's artificial, it's like Disney built their own island. Disney bought an island. And they just built like excursions on the island, and that's where they're taking you to. I understand that, but like, where's the real island? You're going on the cruise to see different countries in one day. Take me to the real island. 3, another reason why I would never go on a Disney cruise, like, I don't want to say it's too kiddie. Like, I like kiddie things, right? But like, I feel like when you go on a cruise, and I like anime, I like all that. But like, I feel like if you go on a cruise and it's specifically a Disney cruise that's catered to little kids, I think I probably won't like it. And I like a lot of things. Like, I don't consider myself old or anything like that. Like, I like anime. I'm gonna go to like see a studio dedicated to Harry Potter. People would say Harry Potter's little kitty. I like that, right? But a Disney cruise, all the videos that I see, why you have the characters dressed up in Disney clothes? I don't like that. What's with that? They have all the Disney. That's too much Disney for me. Like, no. And like, I like little kids, but like, when you go in a place where there's a lot, it's too loud. Like, it's too loud. Like, I don't want to say I'm that person on the plane. If a baby starts screaming, I'm gonna be annoyed. But like, if a baby starts screaming or a toddler start running too much, no, please no, not around me. So yeah, so I feel like those are the reasons why I could never go on a Disney cruise. The main reason, they charge too much money. What are we saying? Ed said, real question, okay, is how long that ketchup bottle been out? I mean, it's been out since I bought it. I haven't put it in the fridge. Kat said, I heard Carnival Cruise is cheap and ghetto. I wouldn't say I don't think it's ghetto. I will say when I went on a Carnival Cruise, there was an argument that my mom and I saw, like literally there was this person saying they wanted to fight an elderly individual, I remember. So that was the only thing, and that was the first time that's ever happened to me in a cruise. So I don't think the cruise was ghetto. It wasn't cheap by any means, right? I don't know how much my mom paid for it, but I know it probably wasn't cheap. I don't think it was ghetto. I said I don't like Carnival. It's not to say I don't like it because of the people. I just didn't like it because of the restaurants. Like, they don't have a lot of options with the food. They wanted you to pay extra with the food. And I'm a big foodie, right? And, like, with the ports, it was fake ports they took you to. They didn't take you, like, to the real island where you could, like, see the local people or things like that, right? So that's the main two reasons why I didn't like Carnival. The people on it, to me, they were fine. They looked like normal people to me. Then again, I don't really pay attention to much people when I'm with my mom. So I just pay attention to my mom and the people who I went on the trip with, right? Everyone else around me, I don't want to say y'all disappear, but y'all disappear. So, yeah. But I don't know how affordable it was or not. What are we saying? How old am I? It's the glory of God to conceal a matter and the honor of kings and queens to seek out the answer. If you want to know my age, go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and watch my Washington, D.C. birthday adventure video. Trust me, if you pay attention, my age will be disclosed. And honestly, I don't think my nephew would like a Disney cruise, because I remember for one of his birthdays, my sister took him to Disney World, and I went with them because my mom wanted me to go. And when I tell you, at that point in time, my nephew was probably like 6, I feel like, or 8. Why did he hate Disney World? That dude, my nephew did not like Disney World when he went there for his birthday. You could tell on his face he was bored. So, yeah, Disney cruise, there are some adults who go on Disney cruise and they love it, but I feel like you have to be like a hardcore Disney person. And I don't think I was ever a hardcore Disney person. I don't think so. So, yeah. Evan said, I would prefer a bigger ship. I've heard good things about Norwegian cruises. Evan said, isn't there a well-known cruise ship that goes from Houston? I don't know. I don't know. Evan said, Mia, the ASMR was good, not gonna lie. Okay, let's finish out the nail polish tour with some ASMR. This is Sally Hansen Advanced Hard as Nail Strengthener. I use it every 2 weeks on my nails. Nail Aid. Love the Nail Aid brand. Not sponsored. They really need to sponsor me. I've reached out to them twice for a sponsorship. They always tell me they're not doing sponsorships at this time. Do you think they're lying to me? I don't know what name this brand is. The name is on the bottle. Her Own Beauty. Then we got this. This is gonna be my graduation nails. I'm gonna add glitter on it. We got purple for criminal justice. Then we got the peacock green color. I might actually do this for my graduation instead of this. I haven't decided yet. My throat hurt, man. Guys, I cannot whisper. I'm not a whispering person. Then we got these 2 colors. This white nail polish sucks. I really hate it. This brown nail polish is my lazy color to paint my nails when I don't want to put a lot of effort into my manicure. And that's my nail polish collection. Avalon, you're laughing, okay. Hey, Wan, glad you could be here. Why do so many people go missing / overboard during a cruise vacation? Maybe they're fed up with life, honestly. They have an extreme mental health condition and they just want to be like, you know what? I don't want to do this no more. So, unfortunately, they decide to, like, go over. So, yeah. We said, the views are going up. Keep doing ASMR, Evan said. Kat said, oh, yeah, that juicy blue. Yeah, the blue. Yeah, you guys like the blue. I have to get another one because it's almost over with. I will admit, I haven't done the blue in a while. I like the blue, but, like, I don't know why I stopped doing it. But the bottles... Yeah, I need another bottle of this. And that's not an excuse to get nail polish. It's literally almost finished. I think this is going to be my graduation nails, the purple and the blue. After my graduation, it might end. The bottom might be RIP. Then again, I could always extend it, put some nail polish remover in here, and it's going to, like, come back up. But I hate putting nail polish remover in my nail polish. I only put it if the nail polish is really thick. Because putting nail polish remover in your nail polish, it thins it out. It thins it out. So it just makes it, like... colorless pigmented and it doesn't want to stain your nails as long. You had a dog in your ship? I don't think I've ever seen a dog on a cruise before. Hit said I got punched by a guy, okay, this weekend because I made out with a girl he met like over 1 month ago. Should he do it? Nobody should punch you. I mean, you can press charges on them. That's assault. Kat said, you may want to be careful with that, Evan. Adult-only cruise ships are usually adult-only for a very specific reason. Watch out for pineapples, LOL. Fox said, hello, much love from New Zealand. Welcome from New Zealand. And like I said, like, hey, if a kid's on a cruise, like, I don't want to go on an adult-only anything. I feel like everyone's going to be older than me, right? And I just don't want to go on an adult anything. But, like, a Disney cruise, you just know. And, like, I have nothing against little kids. Like, if you're a little kid and you're a supporter of mine, shout out to you guys. You guys can be here with parental consent. But, like I said, I'm that person. If I'm on a plane and a baby starts crying, I'm like, why? Why am I on the plane trapped with you? So, like, I'm like, if I'm that person, right? I'm like, why? If I don't want to subject myself to be in a space where I know there's going to be more kids than usual, right? So when I go on Norwegian cruises, when I go like on those cruises with my mom in the past, there's been little kids there. Fine. But you know, if you go on a Disney cruise, there's just going to be, if there's normally like 100 kids on the cruise with you, a regular cruise, you go on a Disney cruise, multiply that by 10 or 500. It's going to be a lot more, right? So yeah, but like adult only anything, no. Because guys, my mom took me to a show, and my mom took me to a show in New Jersey, literally, for spring break. We went to New Jersey, Atlantic City, and we got free tickets. My mom was checking into the hotel. The lady was like, y'all want free tickets for this show? I think it was a burlesque show, she said. My mom was like, yeah. The woman was like, oh, it's normally like $200 for the ticket. My mom was smiling. My mom was like, yeah. I was like, what is this show? My mom was like, don't worry, it's going to be fun. We get to dress up and go to like a Broadway show. My mom was like, guys, I saw somebody's butt. It was so bad. Literally. I could not watch the show. I had to sit on the show like this. It got to a point, I was like, Mom, we got to leave. It was terrible. People were taking their clothes off at that show. I was like, after that moment, Mom, we are never going back anywhere where it's adult only, because it was disgusting. It was terrible, and I don't want to say that wasn't for people of a particular race, but like that wasn't for people of a particular race, honestly, because like my mom and I, we were the only people of our race in that room. So no. So I will never go to anything that's adult only after that experience. And my mom was like, my mom was telling me it's like a Broadway show. It's going to be cool. Yeah, Mom. It was like a Broadway show. Sure it was. Never again am I doing that. Evan said, cats might be. Evan said, okay, side conversation. Are you Poland? No, I'm from the United States. Fox said, I took my ex on a cruise in Australia, and now I'm happily widowed. Why'd you say that? Law enforcement, if this person's confessing to a crime, if this is an unsolved case, or even if it is a solved case, law enforcement officer, FBI watching this live stream, AI algorithm, come and look into Fox Finding Life. I don't know if that's an admission to something or what, but like maybe do a reinvestigation into this individual, okay? I seize this live stream as evidence for y'all to watch it, right? Thank you. Glad you like my voice. Kat said, D, I'm sorry. Your life is this sad. Oh, Mr. Amid said, you're beautiful. Thank you so much for your kind words. You're beautiful as well. Mr. Amid said, you're wonderful. Thank you so much for your kind words. Really, really appreciate it. Alrighty, guys. So do we have any other comments, questions, or concerns for me? This person, let me double check something really quickly. I'm working on a project with somebody, and not a project, but like professional capacity. Why are you moving so slow? Okay, I have to send this girl an email next week. I have to put in my calendar, guys. 1 second. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Hey, Torin, how are you doing today? No, Emily. I move so fast with my work. Like, I'm telling you, if I could obtain professional positions or be accepted into the things that I wanted to be accepted to based off of recommendations from my supervisors, I would have already gotten everything that I want in a professional capacity. Because I had a meeting with my GRE supervisor this week, and literally, it was just high praise. Like, she was like, "You're so good." She's like, "I'm gonna miss you. You're so great. You move so fast with things." Like, just tens everywhere, right? And then sometimes when she says stuff like that, I think she's just lying, but I'm working, like, I'm kind of supervising an undergrad to, like, assist me with this project, right, for a publication. And I had a meeting with her like 2 days ago. And she was like, she's going to work on this. She hasn't added anything to it. I'm like, I'm waiting for you to submit this. What are you doing? Like, I'm submitting this before Thanksgiving break. What are you doing? So people move really slow. I did not know people move so slow. I'm a person, if somebody gives me a deadline, particularly a supervisor, I'm getting started with that deadline today, okay? But what are we saying? Good evening. Mr. Mid said, "I'm not flattering you. You're truly beautiful and wonderful. Thank you so much for your kind words." Hey, A, how are you doing? Glad you're doing fine. Evan said, "Mia, will you be able to get a job right out of uni?" I mean, somebody could always get a job right out of uni. So, yeah, you can always get it if you want it, depending on what type of job you want. Kat said, "Mia, you're such a high achiever. Congrats." Thank you so much for your kind words, Kat. But yeah, I mean, I'm a high achiever, but like, it doesn't really get me what I want, does it? So yeah, like I'm saying, that's why I said if only like my supervisor's high praise could get me what I want, it would be good, right? I wanted that position. I already have the position. I love her high praise. I love that, like, when I'm no longer here, she's going to have a positive memory of me. Like, that's always great, right? But, like, when I'm done, when I'm no longer underneath her employment, it does nothing for me. So, I mean, yeah. But thanks for the congrats. But, yeah. But, yeah, I do try. Like I always say, I do consider myself to be a high achiever. Like, because, like, I feel like, once again, my mom, she always said, like, if you can't do something, like, you should always put your best into something. So, like, anytime I apply for a position, whether that is in academia or whether that is in a professional capacity, I know some days you're not going to be able to put 100%, but at least on the days you can't put 100%, I try to put at least 90% or 80%, right? But that's, if I'm putting 80%, that's for 1 week. The week after, I'm back to 100 or 110%, right? So, yeah, it's just about, like, and it's just about, like, I feel like what I see in society a lot, I feel like people complain a lot in society about the jobs that they have. And I totally understand, like, if you have a job and you hate the job, or you just had to get the job because you needed an income, right? I understand that, right? But at the end of the day, sometimes you'll see people and they're complaining about the job that you have or the job that they have. But at the end of the day, you chose that job. So I don't care if you work at McDonald's. I don't care if you're a finance bro. I don't care if you're a judge. I don't care if you're a professor. Whatever job you have, you need to put 100% in it every single week. And if you can't put 100% in it every single week, at least put 90% because you decided to take on that role. That role wasn't forced onto you. It could have been forced onto you for financial constraints, but ultimately you decided to accept it. So that's what I try to do in my positions, no matter how much I'm getting paid or anything like that. So yeah, even when I volunteer for positions, that's why I don't volunteer to do stuff for free all the time, because I know how I am as a person, and that takes up a lot of my time. Evan said, "Mia, that's a good attitude to have. I'm lazy, but somehow I get good grades. I'm super lazy. Thanks for your kind words." And no, that, and unfortunately, I say unfortunately, but like when you're looking at somebody like me who tries hard sometimes, when we come into contact with people like you, Evan, who don't try like you said, but you still get the good grades, good for you. Like, that's good for you, Evan, but like, I don't understand y'all. Like, I don't say your brain is wired different, but your brain is wired different, right? Because for me, I gotta try. Like, stuff doesn't come easy for me. I gotta put my hard work in and I gotta try. So when I meet people who are like, I'm lazy, I don't really try, but I get good grades, good for you. That's great for you. You're still more than welcome on the channel, but good for you. Thank you so much for the love, Mr. Amid. What are we saying? You have a beautiful soul. Thank you so much, Mr. Amid, for your kind words. I'll be waiting for you to talk tonight. What? I'll be waiting for you tonight to talk, okay? What? Evan said, the chat's getting a little weird, guys. I think we might have to end it. Like, it's getting a little weird on this stream right now. Evan said, Mia, I agree. I definitely look at the job as, what are you saying? Proper, okay. Before I take a job. Yeah, you gotta obviously, like, yeah, look at the job in its full entirety and see if that's somewhere you want to be. So, yeah, but, like, I see that all the time. Sometimes I see people complain on, like, social media is where I see people complain 9 times out of 10. But I see that all the time. People on social media, sometimes they complain about the jobs that they have, and I understand that you'll have a job sometimes and you'll hate it. It's not the job you got your degrees for, so you're just doing it to survive, to have money, right? But, like, sometimes I'm like, why are y'all complaining? You chose it. You don't have to, there's always a choice in everything. Like, it's really interesting. What are you saying? Evan said, me, I prefer laziness. You do everything last minute. I'll try. If I try, it gets worse results. What? That's so funny. Hey, Kat, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. What are you saying? Kat said heart in hairline. Oh, yeah. So my hairline does somewhat form a heart. You can see that. If you want to see a heart, just look at 2 people, like, hugging each other sometimes. They form a heart, too. I never actually noticed that until my mom would hug people, and I would look at her hugging people, and I'm like, y'all know when you hug, you form a heart, right? So, yeah. That should be like on a I'm sending you guys on a scavenger hunt, we can say. So, like, look at your daily human interactions with people, and when you look at them, see if you can see hearts in people. Like, when they hug each other, if you shake hands, what type of shape is that individual forming? So, guys, do you have any other questions, comments, or concerns for me? Remember, I'm uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I show you what my life is like. All opinion, people, and ideas are welcome as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. I have fashion videos, travel videos, Eat With Me, technology videos, days of my life as a graduate student. I live stream every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and every Saturday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Outside of those, I post full nutritional YouTube videos, and a lot more. Kat said, I didn't try in high school and was in IB. What's IB? And I got good grades. Okay, nice. Excuse me. Things got different in college, though. I wanted my first time. That was your first time having to study. Yeah, I can say that. Like, I feel like prior to entering the world of higher education, I was definitely an A-B student. I don't think I've ever had any C's in high school, but in middle school, I've definitely had like maybe 1 or 2 C's on my transcript in middle school, mostly as it relates to science classes. So, I mean, middle school, I took my grades seriously, but like even in high school, I took my grades seriously, but I was happy with the A and B's. I was really happy with that as my final grades. So like when I entered the world of higher education, I realized that I'm actually spending money for this degree, right? And I feel like even though like sometimes it wasn't money that was coming directly out of my account, it was like my future money, my student loans, right? It was that money that I was spending. I was like, hey, if I had to retake this class, it would push me back, right? And at the end of the day, it would push me back, and it would cost a lot of money. And then at that point in time, when I was in like a freshman in college, like freshman to senior year, I knew that I wanted to enter graduate school, right? So I was always told, like, if I wanted to get into grad school or like law school or like med school, they look at your transcripts and having good high grades is beneficial. I don't know how true that is. I will say for some specific degree programs, they lied about undergraduate grades. But I will say for graduate school, it is somewhat beneficial to have like those high grades in grad school from undergrad, right? So I feel like that's why I mostly tried my hardest in graduate school. I mean, in undergraduate, which is why I performed much better than I did in high school for that. So yeah. Kat said, what do we say? Can you Google IB program, please, Mia? Yeah, I'll Google it. Let's see. IB program. Let us see. International Bachelorette, okay. Is a global educational framework for students aged 3 to 19, okay. With the most well-known being the 2-year IB diploma program for age 16 to 19. Programs aimed to develop students. Oh, cool. Who are curious, knowledgeable, and caring, fostering critical thinking, and a broad, balanced approach to learning. Okay, very cool. Okay, so it says provide a rigorous, comprehensive. Oh, I feel like I don't think I was in an IB program, but I think I was in a high school that was similar, because my high school, it said that it was like a college ready program, and when I was in high school I never knew. I just thought they were saying that just to attract more people, right? But when I actually came into college, I realized that compared to my peers, I did feel a little bit more prepared. So it sounds like that IB program, at least the IB diploma program, it sounds like it was very similar to that. So they introduced you to more like, I don't say hard, but more hard classes than the traditional college student. Okay, very cool. Nice. Awesome. That's really cool. Okay. What are we saying? Am I married to public administration, criminal justice, psychology, and professional writing? Thank you. Glad you like my nails. Thank you. I posted a full traditional YouTube video on my channel when I was doing this manicure. Kat said it's like a step above. Wow, AP classes. Okay, it gave you a lot of college credit, which is great. Okay, very nice. Okay. Yeah, that idea always appealed to me, doing the college credits as when you were in a high school student. But my mom never did more research into it, so I never did the college credits. So I came in without any college credits. So I guess that's a hack. If there's any high school students watching, or maybe even current college students watching, if you didn't do high school credits or like the IB classes like Katz did, or AP classes, and you want to graduate earlier, take summer classes, as miserable as it is, because I graduated within 3 years, so a semester early. And I did that because I took summer classes. So summer classes can definitely speed up your graduation timeline. Hey, DJ. Hey. Yo, what's up, lady? You look like an angel. Okay, thanks. You look similar to Rosa Parks. Not a racist comment. Thanks. Okay. Hey, what's your name? France without the E. Welcome. My teacher tried to break my neck for asking if I can get more work done to help around class. That's normal. No, report her to the police. Yeah, report her to the police as soon as possible. Yeah, I am getting a little tired now. But yeah, 911, report her to law enforcement authorities. That is assault, maybe assault and battery, but I feel like battery, you need a weapon, so I'm not 100% sure. But I do know it's a form of assault, so definitely, report them to the authorities. Hey, Nathan, how are you doing? What's up with me is that I was having a chat session with y'all, but I am about to log off because I am feeling a little bit tired. So you can subscribe, and I'll be back tomorrow with another live stream at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know, sometimes you wear glasses and it just starts to hurt your eyes. So yeah. But yeah, I live stream every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and every Saturday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Asked him if he's a prophet. Who's a prophet? But thank you. Glad you like my hair. Okay. What are we saying? Thank you so much. My pleasure, France. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, France. Thank you, Cats and Pokemon. Thank you, Nail. Thank you, DJ. Thank you, Evan. Thank you, Drake. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Kat. Kat. What, did I say Kat? Yeah. Thank you, Cats. Thank you, Mr. Amid. Thank you, Love Positive. Thank you, D Support. Thank you, Happy King. Who else was on? Thank you, A. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Steven, for being here, for the donation of the super chat. Really appreciate everyone who donated. Thank you, Fox. Thank you, Remus. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I know I didn't shout out to everyone. Thank you for the donations. Hey, Urban, how are you doing today? Really appreciate it, y'all. Hopefully you have a great weekend as well. I'll be back tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with another live stream. Thank you. Glad you like my eyes. Like my eyes as well. So if you want more of Uniquely Mia after live stream, go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and you can watch my playlist videos in South America, from Washington, D.C. to Las Vegas, to on a cruise ship, to watching some education videos, to watching manicure videos, and a lot more. If you want to learn a little bit more about Uniquely Mia, I have some Q&A videos on my channel, so you can go to my YouTube homepage, click the Q&A playlist, and watch those videos. So see you tomorrow as well, Cats and Pokemon. My pleasure. Thank you for being here, everybody. And remember, stay positive, and as Queen Mother Uniquely Mom always says, don't let anybody rob you of your joy. Bye! That was really weird. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for watching.